everybody. Welcome to Dork Tales, where today we are embarking on an adventure into the Scarred Lands. That's right, this is Scarred Lands, Cities and Dust, Episode 1, Into the Crucible Lands. We're going to learn quite a bit about the continent of Asherak today. We're also going to learn quite a bit about our heroes who are going to be adventuring there. And all of this is to support the Kickstarter that we're currently running for the Scarred Lands Player's Guide for Savage Worlds. It's currently running over on Kickstarter right now. There's a link, I believe, in the chat. We've hit our stretch goal, or we've hit our main goal. We funded in like 4 hours. We've hit our first 2 stretch goals, and we are, last time I looked, about $390 or so away from unlocking the next stretch goal, which is more adventures, which I would love to be able to unlock. So if you've not yet backed the Kickstarter, please consider going over and checking it out, especially if you like what you see during this actual play. If you can't afford to back it or just aren't that interested in doing so, that's okay. I would still just take it as a deep personal favor if you would share the link in all your social media places. We are about to dive in. Before we get too far, let's go ahead and meet our cast in no particular order, because I am not a particularly orderly person. Dixie, if you could, please tell us who you are, what you do, who you're playing, your pronouns, their pronouns, and anything you would care to promote.
Hi, my name's Dixie Cochran. You maybe know me from Onyx Path Publishing. That's where I work. My pronouns are she, her. Today I am playing Oonar, who is a Pateran, which is a bat person, and I got really excited when I found out they existed. Past that, check out the Curseborn Player's Guide, also on Kickstarter right now. Something else we're doing. So yeah, we got all kinds of cool stuff going right now.
We're busy bees round the Onyx Path parts. Thank you so much for being here, Dixie. It's always a pleasure to share a table with you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next up, we have Stuart. If you would, please tell us who you are, what you do, who you're playing, your pronouns, their pronouns, and anything you would care to promote.
Hey guys, I am Stuart Phoenix. I will be playing someone, Hobae Ifesed, who is a Ubuntu. My pronouns are he, him, as are Hobae's. What do I do? Not much. Let's just say I'm an artist, because that sounds better than unemployed.
That's fair. I appreciate that interpretation, and wish you the best in your artistic endeavors. Speaking of people who have artistic endeavors that I wish the best to, Natasha, please give us your pertinent details.
Hello. My name is Natasha. You can find me here on Twitch at Natasha Tuskovich Designs and elsewhere on the internet as well. I also have an RPG that is coming out on Kickstarter right now. It is also fully funded and it's hitting stretch goals, and I'm really excited. It's about witches. Go check it out over on Kickstarter. And I'm really excited to play this game. My character is a snake lady. Her name is Ssuya. And
Awesome. Excited to have you here. I look forward to diving into a tale together. Kal, if you could, please give us your pertinence.
Hello, everybody. Yes, my name is Kal. I'm on various Dork Tales things and sometimes even Onyx Path things. And true story, yeah. And I too I like the I'm a content creator. That's how I get around the no job thing.
Nice.
After excuse me, after the session 0 and learning about some of the races, I'm excited to play Minotaur. It's right up my alley. Protectors of nature, and they seem like pretty cool guys.
They are pretty cool. And just to verify, you did get the note that I sent you, right? Because silly me, as the designer, forgot a fairly important feature of the Minotaurs, which I have now corrected. But you were able to get that message I sent you, right? And get that added to your sheet?
I have not added it, but I can do that as we jump.
Definitely want to make sure you don't forget it, because Minotaurs don't get lost is really what it boils down to. They know their way around places. It's almost as if they're accustomed to wandering labyrinths, for example.
That was one Minotaur. I don't know why we keep doing it.
That was one Minotaur. He doesn't represent all of us.
That's what I'm saying. It's a stereotype.
However, I've never gotten lost in a hedge maze. Just saying.
Have you ever been in a hedge maze?
I've been in a hedge maze.
Oh, okay.
And a corn maze.
That's
Well, and which is a maze when you think about it.
Oh,
Kelly, if you would please give us your pertinent details.
Hey everybody, welcome. This is Dork Tales. This is kind of like my house. Welcome. Take off your shoes. I'm Kelly. I use he and him, and today I am playing Fabulosa, who uses she and her pronouns. As far as I understand, Fabulosa is a suit of armor with a ghost in it, who is a complete idiot, and I'm very looking forward to playing I was going to say himbo, but I guess it's a bimbo in this case. A herbo.
Herbo.
It's a herbo? Okay.
Yes. That is the term that the community has settled on.
Is it? Okay, good.
Yeah, because bimbo has really negative connotations.
That's fair. Yeah, I was wondering about that because as a resident like real life himbo, like I think that like it's good to know something besides a bimbo. So yeah, very excited to play this game and to be blue dabba dee.
Yeah, a term came up a lot during when She-Ra was airing about Scorpia.
Oh,
That's like ultimate herbo.
Herbo
Makes sense. All right. And of course, I'm Travis. My pronouns are he and they. When I'm not running games, I'm writing them, like, for example, the Skylands Player's Guide that we are currently kickstarting. So now that we have met everyone, we're going to dive right into the story. We are on the continent of Asherak. Asherak is known the world over as the cradle of the gods, or the birthplace of the gods. It was once a verdant and beautiful land prior to the Divine War, and then a terrible thing happened called the Cataclysm. Details are fuzzy on what exactly the Cataclysm all entailed, but most people believe that it was some sort of last-ditch effort by the Titans to try to defeat the gods near the end of the Divine War. And when the Cataclysm happened, it broke the entirety of Skarn for a moment, but the gods were able to put it back together. Unfortunately, as the gods reordered reality and put the stars back in the sky and made the sun begin to shine again, they were unable to save much of Asherak from the destruction of this calamity. So most of the continent now is a desert. Many of the living things that were on Asherak when that happened are no longer living things, and things that survived often became mutated. Though it is a wasteland, there are still many thriving communities on Asherak, and there are many demigods who still take an active role in the continent. In fact, one of the sort of commonalities among the gods is they're all, well, not all, but many of them seem to be interested in trying to find a way to reverse the damage that Asherak has suffered. However, that's not, at least for the moment, the concerns of our characters. Our characters have arrived in Asherak, or perhaps in some cases were born here, a little bit ago. They are all currently under the employ of a half-orc by the name of Hasberth Fen. Hasberth is a privateer. She works for a group known as the Jaffian Dynasty that operate primarily off of the coast of the continent of Gelspad in the Blood Sea. However, Hasberth wants to expand Jaffian influence out into Asherak. So as such, she has pulled together several adventurers. One might even suggest several groups of adventurers to do various tasks to help her increase her influence. And that is what the group is currently doing. That is their current job. When we join our players, they will be on their way to return from an expedition. They had been sent to a ruin, an old temple that was dedicated to the goddess Imatuk. child of the god Hydrata and goddess of writing and magic. There was one particular trinket they were asked to recover, which they have successfully done. The trinket in question is called a Ring of Destruction. The way this ring works is while you're wearing it, if you cast a spell that deals damage, you deal the maximum amount of damage that spell can deal. It can be, you have to spend a power point every time you use it, and it has 10 power points stored within it. Would anyone in particular want to be the one carrying this ring? Do we have any volunteers to carry the Ring of Destruction? Excellent. Oonar, our Pateran, can be carrying the Ring of Destruction.
Could I be wearing the Ring of Destruction?
You could be wearing the Ring of Destruction if you so choose, and it will affect any damage-dealing powers that you might use.
Heck yeah. I put it on one of my weird fat fingers.
If you choose to spend the power point to activate it anyway. Mm-hmm. There were other treasures as well. So, and Hasbroth has basically requested that the ring and 10% of the gold value of anything else that you find be given to her, and the rest is for the party to keep. So, going around real quick, and we'll start things off with Fabulosa. Would you like to have found 150 gold worth of coinage or jewels? Or would you like to have found a small but interesting magic item?
Small but interesting item, absolutely.
Excellent.
Yeah.
In that case, let's see here. I will dig that up for you while I'm digging that up. How about for Moose? Is Moose's preference to have the coin, 150 gold worth of coin or treasure, or would Moose's preference be to find a small but interesting magic item?
Is anybody here taking the gold? Anybody? No, we're all freaks. Let's do it.
Are we all doing? Are we all doing magic items? All right.
Give us all some weird stuff. Start out
Weird
with.
shit. It's a short run.
Excellent.
Let's go.
All right, cool. Did you have something, Cal? Sorry.
I was going to say, I guess it depends on how much the gold weighs.
Valid point. Not enough to encumber you, for sure.
A sack large enough to wield and hurt people with is a magic item in of itself.
I mean,
Bag of oranges.
if you would like a bag with enough jewels in it to equate 150 gold, I would count that as a sap. Sure.
That's pretty funny. But
All right. Sock full of quarters.
Let's do that.
Effectively. Excellent. You have a sack with 150 gold. You can put in a sap. If it's not in the compendium, you can just manually add that as a weapon that deals strength plus 1d4 damage. But since everybody else is going for the magic item, let's have everyone, including Oonar, because you get your own on top of the main one. Everybody roll 1d20. And the way you can do that in the roll 20 is along your left, there should be a little die icon about halfway down the interface there that gives you a chance to roll manual dice.
I got a 1.
You did get a 1.
I got a rock.
You did get a rock. Excellent. So going down the line, let's see. For Fabulosa, you got what's called an exploding stone. These small but powerful one-shot devices explode on impact. You can throw it to a range of 3, 6, 12 using athletics or fire it from a sling. They cause 3d6 damage in a medium blast template, or 4d6 damage with a raise. You want to be careful with that because you could accidentally throw it close enough to blow yourself up. medium blast template. I'll go ahead and paste the text for that in
Sounds good.
the chat.
Oh, look at
for
this. It's a rock.
So, and go ahead and drop a D4 for me if you would be so kind,
I would love to.
Kelly.
Exploding rocks. You got one rock.
I got one rock.
Excellent, yeah, one splody rock.
That rocks.
It rocks.
It does rocks. Our next roll. Sorry, I scroll
rolled
bossed
a
too
10.
close to the sun. Thank you.
Mhm.
We have table D, enchanted ranged weapons.
Oh, perfect.
So, if you would, give me a D6.
I love rolling on random tables. It's one of my favorite things. That's why I love how we did the character creation and the new Pugmire stuff.
Oh, yeah, it's lots
Random
of
ass
fun.
character. It's fun.
Yeah,
You
rolling randomly is the best.
You can select any ranged weapon of your choice, and that weapon will give you a +2 bonus to either shooting or athletics, whatever is used to if it's thrown, it's athletics. If it's fired, it's shooting. So you could have like a +2 crossbow, for example.
I will do that. Yeah, I will
Excellent.
now have a +2 bow.
And that is worth 8,000 gold pieces.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Ooh.
exactly.
Get him.
Now we're starting to see a bit of the
magic.
danger of taking magic items, because you are gonna be in
I mean, I
debt to your
suppose that's
boss,
pretty
quote
nice,
unquote.
but have you considered it? It's not a rock.
It is valid. It is not a rock.
I do like the rock.
Perhaps you can
Oonar
trade
got
it.
a 13, correct? So that brings us to, if you would, please roll a d6. You got some magic jewelry. So you're just going to be adorned by the time you get back. All right.
Bling,
That's a
bling.
4. You have gotten a hairpin. That hairpin is going to increase an attribute by 1 die type. So go ahead and roll a d10 for me if you would be so kind, Oonar. 9. That is your vigor score. So your vigor goes up by 1 die type while you are wearing this hairpin.
That's pretty sick.
That is pretty sick. That also does, and the math should work out when you go into the sheet and put it in. That will also increase your toughness. So making it a little bit harder for you to take damage. And that is worth 16,000 gold pieces. Going back to our initial die rolls, we have...
Oh, I was talking and I missed it. I was just saying, I'm really glad that I drew her with hair because I almost made her bald. And so now I have a sick hairpin.
That is that does work out in your favor. Let's see. We had a roll of 3 from. Forgive me if I murk the pronunciation here. You're going by Ssuya. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Ssuya has found a power stone.
Ooh, power stone.
And the power stones also. I'll need you to roll a d10 for the power stone.
Do they also explode?
They do not explode. Well, not unless something terrible. Not unless you
Fucking
really
better
mess up
not.
using
I got one rock.
So you what this power stone does is it's a palm-sized stone that holds power points. Anyone carrying it in one hand can use the power points to cast spells or to recharge a wand. So if you have any way of normally casting spells, you can hold this and spend from the stone first. Once it runs out, it's out.
How many does it
and
have?
This one currently has 3 power points in it. And that one is worth 1,200 gold pieces. I threw the text on that in the chat as well, just because it's a little bit more complicated. And because I forgot to note them, your exploding stones are worth a few gold. Let's see. 2,000 gold.
Oh, wow. That's a lot more than I thought they would be.
Yep. So
Rich.
if anyone, just so that I'm sure I'm not screwing up, I didn't miss anybody with magic items, right?
Nope, we all got one.
I got my
Rock and
rock.
roll. So those are what you have found in this this temple. I would like to focus in on your character's pasts a little bit. You are currently traveling across the desert of On, also known as the Crucible lands. But as you're moving through this sandy area, crossing the dunes, desolation in every direction, I see the camera focusing in on each one of you. And as it does, we're going to have a little bit of an interlude where you're going to go ahead and tell the rest of us a bit of your backstory, how you came to be, which continent you came from, whether you're from Gelspad, Asherak, or perhaps one of the other continents on Skarn, and how you got here, or perhaps a story about how you came to grow closer with the group, or perhaps even a rivalry within the group. It will depend in part on the card that you were dealt. So at the beginning of the game, I dealt each one of you a card. If you look down by your name, you should see that you have one card, and you should be able to tap it or click it, and it should come up and reveal itself on the tabletop. You may have to drag it to the tabletop.
6 of
Oh.
hearts.
It worked. How do I pull up my
Excellent.
character sheet?
That was a great.
So if you go over into the chat area, across the top, you'll see the chat icon. Next to that, in the middle of that row, you should see an icon that looks like the front of a book. That is your journal icon. Your character sheet should be in your journal.
It's called Journal. Got it.
And since we went Furiosa first, we're going to come back around the other direction for our interludes. So starting again with Oonar, what did you draw?
Yeah, I drew a 7 of spades.
Excellent. So a spades interlude about your backstory
Didn't
would
I
be a
draw that?
tale.
Did what?
What's that?
I thought I just drew that.
No, that was the one that was in my little box. That's why I put it above my name.
I believe you drew the 5 of spades.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
You look at
No,
me
I
like
think
I'm
I
playing
did
my
it.
At the
cards.
same time.
I think I
Yep.
drew the 5 of spades.
Yeah, you.
Well, what did you draw then, Cal? Let's see. What can you move? The 2 of clubs?
We can all move all of them.
I can
Oh,
move
that's
all of
helpful.
them. Should I?
Well, we're going to just say then, well, do you know what you drew, Natasha?
I drew the 2 of diamonds.
Oh, yeah, yours isn't even out there. Or you got the 2 of diamonds that's out there. Okay, so
Yep, I was
Kelly
arranging.
hasn't.
I'm on
Excellent.
I drew on a different page because I am on DM mode. So
Of course.
secret.
I'm going to go ahead and cheat and steal that card and
That's what I was trying to do.
put it.
I got a
on the
6 of
table.
hearts, but I'll
Maybe?
take the 7 of hearts.
Here we go. All right. So then we're going to assume, I'm going to just arbitrarily say that the 2 of clubs is going to go to Cal.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So with spades, Oonar, your interlude is a tale of a great victory or personal triumph. So what is some great victory or personal triumph that you encountered between wherever you started your life out and your current adventure with the group?
Oh man, I would say that her greatest personal triumph so far was unlocking her psionics. She's from a matriarchal society. Someday she might want to rule. And to do that, she needs to be strong. And she's not physically strong. So she's working on being very mentally strong. And so,
Excellent.
yeah, I think that the first time she actually managed to like blast something with her mind was a really cool day for her.
Wonderful. And how did she respond to that sort of excitement? Like, what was she reserved about it, or was it very like?
Oh no,
boisterous?
she's fucking weird. No, she flew around in circles in the air and she was like, "Yes, I can do it. I am the best."
Wonderful. Excellent.
And then she went and showed it off to anybody who would look at it.
As one does in these situations. Well, I love it. That is perfect. So that being the case, then you can go ahead and take an additional Benny. And the way the Bennies work, when you have your character sheet open, directly above your pace, parry, and toughness, to your right of the attributes, you will see an area that's got like the name, your ancestry, age, height, weight, all that stuff, size. And then you will note below that there's advances, rank, and then there's a little circle that's got a shield and a sword on it. Above that circle is where you track your bennies. Everyone should start with 3 of them. You gain an extra one for your interlude. You may spend bennies a couple of different ways throughout the game. You can spend them to make soak rolls. You can spend them to re-roll failed rolls. There's a couple of other instances that we'll get into as we play.
Sorry, can you mark that down, or that's already marked down somewhere?
So you will mark that down. So you should have 3 starting off, and then as you complete your interlude, you will likely get a 4th penny.
Yeah, I had
Does that
4
go
starting
somewhere
off.
on the character sheet, or?
Oh, because it should be on. So it's right. It's
Under your weight.
right above pace, parry, and toughness. Yeah, under
Yep.
weight.
There's a coin.
And I believe you started with 4 because you had
I'm
a
lucky.
edge. Yep, lucky gives you an extra.
Oh, that thing
So
that's
you're-
not labeled. Okay.
Yeah.
So put it to 4?
Yep.
Yep, set it up to go ahead and set it up to 4.
Also, if you lock your character sheet, it's at the top, very obviously
Gotcha,
labeled.
gotcha.
It's just the unlocked character sheets that have it all weird.
Oh.
Where it's not labeled yet. Next, let's go to Hobae. So Hobae, am I pronouncing Hobae's name right?
Sure.
All right, excellent. Hobae also, we had decided yours was the 5 of spades or 7 of spades. It was a spades
The
suit.
5. Yeah, it was a spades. Yeah.
So yours is also a great victory or a personal triumph.
So I think Hobae's greatest victory would have been shortly after leaving his family, his tribe, out in the desert. No one thought that he would survive because, as much as he's a hunter, he does get lost fairly easily. And so his first week out by himself, he managed to, eat and drink, which was more than anyone thought of him. So he kind of blew his own mind with that and decided, you know what, I'm just going to go out on my own and I will be a desert guide to some success.
Excellent. And that is what has led him to the company of these of this sort of motley crew.
Yes.
Beautiful. I love it. A successful interlude. You may be at 4 bennies. Going around, so that's Ssuya. Yours was the 2 of diamonds. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
So with diamonds, for the backstory, this is something your hero wants or already has. It might be a material possession, recognition, a political goal, or even a trip that you want to take to some amazing destination. So how does that fit into your backstory? How does that tie you into the group?
Something she wants, or somewhere she wants to go, kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it could very well be, especially because you're playing in Asath, and the Asath, while they have sort of migrated around Skarn, they're primarily indigenous to Gelspad, which is several 100 miles away from Asherak. So it may be even that your destination, for some reason you wanted to come to Asherak. Maybe that's your goal. Or
Is
could be
that
something
where we're
else you're
headed?
looking for. Asherak is the continent you're on right now.
Okay.
Yeah. So it
Where
could
are
be
we headed?
at the moment, your specific destination is heading back to a village. There's a small town called Tukulti's Tier. Tukulti's Tier is a small permanent settlement near the northern coast of the Shield Bay. So right above my head, I think that's on the right side. You'll see there's Shield Bay. Yeah, right. Nope. This side. This side. Mirrors are hard. Magnets, how do they work? So there's Shield Bay right up at the top of it. Is Tukulti's Tier. It's the last stop for supplies and coastal expeditions heading into the Desert of On. The town is run by a band of nomads called the Imahim. They're primarily human, but they accept all ancestries who want to join the band. Normally, again, they are nomadic, but this is sort of like a constant trading spot that they maintain. All the various wandering collections of the Imahim pass through Tukulti's Tier on their normal routes. It's a small enough town, there's not even like an inn, but there's a tea room where people can gather, and people are welcome to set up tents in the vicinity of the actual town. It's very, very, very small.
Why are we headed there?
Because that's where you're meeting up with Hasbirth, the Jaffnian who you are in the employ of. Now, Hasbirth is her name. She's a half-orc. And it could be, because since she is, the Jaffnian dynasty is from Gelspad, perhaps you are an acquaintance of hers that predates this, and maybe coming along with her was your journey.
That sounds good to me.
All right, rock and roll. So you've been friends with Hasbirth. You know probably that she is financially motivated. That this is really about money for her, really about carving out some influence and some power in a very crowded power structure that the Jaffnian dynasty has. You're also acutely aware that the Jaffnian dynasty, for all of their pomp and circumstance about being a business venture, are effectively a group of pirates that occasionally does legitimate business. So that concludes your interlude, and you may be at 4 bennies. Next, that brings us around to, where are all my windows? Good Lord. There we go. Moose.
Hello.
You drew a two of clubs was what we had settled on?
Yeah.
Excellent. So, an interlude using clubs is a tale of misfortune from your hero's past, perhaps revealing something of his hindrances or a dark secret. So, what is some misfortune that has befallen you, or that perhaps you brought on yourself?
Oh, geez. Misfortune. Maybe the last party that he was with was wiped out.
Okay. The last people you traveled with fell to a TPK. What perhaps got them?
Moose did.
Moose killed them.
Maybe they all came under a spell and turned against you, and you were forced to murder them.
I think something more like their ultimate goals were what Moose perceived as like quite nefarious or harmful.
Okay, excellent.
And it was his choice rather than I have to kill my friends because they're possessed or something. I like that idea, but I'm going to go with the back story and like the tenets that he follows, and say it was kind of like, like they were actually kind of going to fund pirates or fund like bandits or or that kind
and I would
of thing.
think too, because you're because of the Minotaur sort of cultural connection to healing the land, perhaps you discovered that your party was engaged in some Titan worship, or even were willing to like not even that they were Titan worshippers, but they were willing to just take a job from that was going to be objectively bad. That was like going to help, resurrect a fallen Titan type of job.
Basically, you were funding a cult.
Right. You're like, oh, we're just not doing this, so I guess everybody's got to go. Excellent. So 2 questions I have. One that I think Ssuya put very well. Does your party know? Does your current party know that this happened?
No.
Excellent. And secondly, was this like a drawn-out epic battle in which you faced them down, or was this like you slit everybody's throat in their sleep and then just went out about your day?
Let me check my attendance real quick. Because I think I'm allowed to slit throats in the night.
Yeah, I don't believe there's any reason why you can't murder people in their
Always seek peaceful solutions.
Yeah, that sounds like right.
I mean, they look peaceful while they're sleeping. It avoids a fight. So
Really, it was a mercy.
Yeah. I just like the idea of like an 850-pound like minotaur, like, I'll take first watch. And just like an hour in, just clompers over and someone's like, huh, what? It's in my watch already? Sleep
No, you
now.
sleep this one.
Yeah, it'll be peaceful, I promise. Yeah, beautiful. I love it. You may have 4 bennies. And then our last Fabulosa. You had the 7 of hearts, correct?
I did.
So, this is a tale of your greatest love. Lost, found, present, or waiting on you back home.
Oh, boy. Okay, so...
Perfect for a herbo.
Okay, waiting for me back home. So I have no real memory of my past as a hollow. So I think this is going to be of... so she remembers waking up in Asherak. That's pretty much like her entire life has been here, right? So
sure, fair. Possible, yes.
Possible. Where do the hollows mostly come from?
So every Hollow Legionnaire is born in the Gleaming Valley.
Okay.
That said, though, it's possible that you left earlier than you should have.
That explains why she's slightly half-baked. Okay.
It's in fact, because normally when Hollow Legionnaire is born, they are partnered with someone called a siblinger. Siblingers are someone from any other ancestry. Most of them are ironbred, but there are also some humans who do it and some Manticora who do it. Anyone can be a siblinger, but their idea is to basically be like a big sibling to the young Legionnaire and teach them the way, teach them how to be social, teach them how to sort of put together their lives, because their brains are a little bit scattered when they first wake.
Okay.
So it could be anything involved, maybe something involving your sibling or caused you to leave?
I think, and now do they go out into the world with you?
Sometimes. It kind of depends on the specific relationship. Some siblingers, like that's what they do, so they'll have 10 or 20 Legionnaires at any given moment that are...
Oh, no. There were 10 or 20 others, but Fabulosa was the best, and the one that was the most... obviously, she needed the most help, which was just an excuse for him to spend time with her, of course. Right? Because it's not like she's an absolute buffoon. So I think that after being the dunce of the class, she left early when this Legionnaire went out into the world to do what Legionnaires do, and just like kind of followed him out like a lost puppy.
Okay.
And just like keeps showing up like at random places, like perhaps this like city that we all met at, and was just kind of like, hello, good to see you. I almost lost you back there. Oh, it's so wonderful to actually meet up with you again. Your beautiful face. I mean, siblinger. Shouldn't do this, but oh,
beautiful.
And their name is, I need a name for this person. What is the...
If your siblinger was an ironbred, by the way, that would make you a horse girl.
Oh, yeah, totally. Oh my god, yes. Just following this horse around.
Yes, following a horseman.
Oh, I need a horse name. I need a horse name.
Firebred generally have a color in their name, and then some as like a modifier to another name. So
Like Brown
Jack.
Beauty, yeah, okay.
Blue Jack Horseman.
Blue Jack.
Oh. Blue Jack. His name's Blue Jack.
Yes,
Excellent.
I did it.
Excellent.
Blue Jack Horseman.
Blue Jack Steed Man.
And we'll say that Blue Jack has come to Ashrak for reasons that you're not quite sure of, but it was enough to get you to hop onto a boat and cross the Blood Sea to the point where it wasn't bloody anymore, and come to this strange land.
It's a very strange land. Very happy to be here. There's so many things to see and do.
Excellent.
Yes.
And that will grant you the 4th starting penny. So we focus back in. Now that the camera has panned through our entire crew and we find ourselves back in the present, you're all wandering along the dunes on your way back to Tukulti's Tier. And as you're moving along, you see up ahead what appears to be an oasis. And next to that oasis, just want to make sure, you see what appears to be a orc. That orc is dressed in robes, got a headscarf that has clearly been knocked off and is now just around his neck. And he's clearly, at the very least, unconscious, perhaps even suffering from a more dire fate. But before you approach, I guess, is there anything that you would like to do? Is there any actions you would like to take as you see yourselves down there on the southern end? Is everyone able to see the map, by the way?
Yes.
Excellent. Just want to make sure.
So I do think that I feel very, very strongly that I'm doing you all a disservice. I hope no one is jealous that I ended up with this fabulous rock. And you just ended up with a piece of jewelry.
My jewelry made me stronger.
Oh, poor Oonar. To need to be stronger. To need to be stronger means that you are. It means that you're deficient.
Don't pity me. I'll blast you.
Fair enough.
As you're walking along, you clearly do spot this fellow in trouble ahead, next to the oasis.
Would I know of any oasis predators?
Oh yeah, plenty. Oases are dangerous more often than they are not in Ashrak. In fact, I'll let you, since you're native to Ashrak, I'll let you go ahead and make a common knowledge roll if you'd like.
I think we said I also was from Asherak.
Okay, then you may also make a common knowledge roll. Now, the way you roll them is next to your skill on your character sheet, there should be a little die icon. You just click that and it should roll the skill for you.
All right. I got an 8 on my wild die.
Yes. So the way that it works is it should automatically handle it for you when you roll. But because you are all what's called a wild card, you got, oh, wonderful. I'll get to Oonar's result in a second. You get to roll your normal skill die, and then you get a d6, which is what's called a wild die. Either one of those dice can ace. So if a die aces, that means you got the maximum result on that die, and you get to roll it again and add it. it will continue to do so until you no longer hit the maximum result. So you can wind up rolling very, very well.
I got the minimum on both.
You got the minimum on both, which is called a critical failure.
Yay!
Normally when you fail a roll, you can spend a Benny to re-roll it. The biggest thing with critical failures is you can't do that. You just are stuck with the failure.
Okay. I don't know shit about Oases.
Right. In some contexts, that there are other things that might happen, like if you're using magic, that can create more problems. But generally speaking, it's just that you fail. So yeah, nothing springs to mind for you. Hobae, two things immediately pop to mind for you. One thing, you know that there's an actual ambush predator indigenous to Asherak that basically it's able to mimic the appearance of an oasis from its mouth upward, and it buries its body under the sand. So it's kind of like if you'd imagine a mobile sarlacc pit that has a pool in the middle of the mouth. So that's one possibility. The other thing that you do know is that there are definitely sand maskers active in this area. And sand maskers are a type of creature that is indigenous to Asherak. They have the lower body of a giant scorpion and the upper body of a humanoid with slightly elven features. So basically, if you'd imagine, those of you who are familiar with Dungeons and Dragons, you can imagine a Drider, but the lower half is a scorpion instead of a spider.
Or like the Rock in the Mummy.
Or the Rock in the Mummy too. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
The best CGI of its time.
Indeed.
Yeah, ages perfectly well.
Groundbreaking.
Hard to tell it's even CG.
So those are the two immediate dangers that spring to mind.
So as we sort of move a little closer, I will say, everyone, eyes open.
That doesn't really help me much, but okay.
Who is it we can see that is in trouble?
So, correct me if I'm wrong, you all should see an icon of an orc right here.
Mm-hmm.
That orc is lying next to the water, seemingly at the very minimal unconscious. If you are warning everybody to keep a lookout, I'll let the entire group go ahead and make a smarts roll. This is just rolling your attribute. This is normally done to resist a test that's being imposed on you or to resist a power that's being used, because otherwise you're usually rolling skills. Attribute rolls also do receive a wild die, and the target number for your roll is always going to be 4. Sometimes the roll will have a penalty or a bonus, but the target number generally does not change unless you're attacking somebody, and then it becomes their parry. So going through what each of you rolled, this is made at -2. So Oonar, we've got a sum of 6. You will absolutely, that is a hit. Hobae, yours is a total of 7, which is a hit. Moose, yours is a total of 4, which is a hit. Ssuya, you have failed, as has Fabulosa, both of you coming up with a total of 0. So, Ssuya and Fabulosa, you do have the opportunity, if you so choose, to spend a Benny and re-roll that failed roll, because it was not a critical failure. You can actually roll like a negative, if your die type is high enough, and the penalty is low enough, you can roll like a -3, -4 on a roll and have it still not be a critical failure. Does that make sense? Because it has to actually be 1s on the dice for it to count as a critical failure.
I'm good with
I'm
my
not
fail.
too concerned. I think this is all fairly standard. I'm just gonna keep it going.
Excellent. How about Fabulosa? Are you going to
If
re-roll?
I was designed for thinking, I would have had something meatier inside of this helmet. I'm here for defense. And also pondering the mysteries of the universe.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, Fabulosa and Ssuya, you're approaching sort of nonchalantly a little bit in the back. I can see now that Oonar and Hobae have moved a little bit forward. Oonar,
Well,
I assume you're
I've been
currently-
trying to say, but you keep talking.
I apologize. Continue.
I was going to ask if they wanted me to fly ahead and check it out.
Sure, absolutely.
Like, is that something that you would like me to do? Would you all like me to go look at it? That's what I do. I fly in the air and I look at things and I tell you about them.
Yes.
Is men-
Go high.
Okay. So yeah, Unar's gonna take off, and do like a circuit basically,
Okay,
and echolocate.
beautiful.
And
In that
just
case,
see what's down there.
go ahead and give me a notice roll.
Okay. Hmm. Do you need anything else from me, Travis?
Nope. I was just looking at something else. Sorry. I'm looking something up, I should say.
Oh, okay.
Because you got 5 on the die, which is great, but the echolocation also allows you to ignore up to 4 points of penalties from blindness, invisibility, or anything else inflicted by sight or illumination. So, as you fly, how close are you going to get to that? Are you going to fly over the top of it? Are you going to do a wider circle around it?
I'll do a circle mostly around it, but I'd say that due to the way that echolocation works, I'll definitely get within 20 yards. I mean, I'm up in the air. I don't think anything can hit me that hard right now.
Most likely not. As you pass around the area, you spot not only you can sort of see the shimmer of, or I guess feel rather, the shimmering pulse of an illusion. The oasis itself is illusory. You can also tell that there's a large creature sort of half buried in the sand underneath where the oasis is being seen. And you can feel that there are at least a half dozen other creatures, probably about the size of like a large wolf,
Okay.
hiding among the dunes. If you can see where I'm pinging, along this area and also down this way.
Okay. Does the orc seem like a real person, or is he part of the mirage?
New York absolutely seems real, and
Okay.
Since you did get a hit on that, and with your bonuses, or your ability to ignore penalties, I should say, that, well, I guess it wouldn't count as a raise for this, but it is just a hit. You can tell that he's alive, but you're almost certain that he's severely exhausted and possibly wounded. You don't see like any blood, but he looks very worse for the wear.
Okay. I will land back where everybody else is. I'll relay the information, and I will say, we should probably help him. He might give us a reward.
Those of you who did make your smarts rolls now can sort of sense the shimmery nature of the oasis. Not only is the water getting kind of a mirage vibe, but the actual tree itself that's next to it is. Clearly this is an illusion.
Are you sure? It looks quite real.
Well, if you want to walk up to it and that creature under the sand can eat you, then we'll all know for sure.
You know, they say the desert tests you, which is a shame, because I didn't study. Anyway, should we go around, or should we poke it with a stick?
I feel like we should
I'm going
rescue
to-
the orc man.
Does anyone
I'm
have a
gonna
stick?
pat Fabulosa on the shoulder and say, that was a good joke.
What was?
The didn't study thing.
I didn't. I've never opened a book in my life. They say knowledge is power, and yet I'm surprisingly strong in spite of that.
I don't think
You
she
must
knows
be
how to.
very knowledgeable.
Do you want to borrow a book?
Are you a
able
librarian?
to-
I am not a building filled with books, but I do have books.
While we talk, that man might die. Just pointing that out.
Can you
Valid point.
Death happens.
can you swoop down and retrieve him, or
Oonar looks down at the fact that she's 4'9" and weighs 65 pounds, and is like, probably not.
Yeah,
not all orcs are stout in the Scarred Lands, but this one certainly is.
I don't think she could pick up a child. Like she's child-sized.
What's your strength die?
Yeah, real bad.
It's like the aerodynamics.
My strength die is a D4.
Okay, yeah. It's not a matter of where she grips it. It's a matter of simple weight ratios.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah,
I made
probably
her
not.
very lightwght because she flies.
Probably not lifting somebody,
I probably cannot do that. But we have strong people here who have weapons and things. They could do it.
Do you know what the shimmering is?
It's just a mirage. That's what a mirage looks like.
It's an illusion.
Well, if it is just a mirage and there are no enemies nearby, perhaps we should.
No, I said there were enemies. I said there was a big creature
geez.
under the
Oh,
sand,
God.
and there are wolf-sized things in the dunes.
Does anyone have any rope?
Maybe.
Hear me out.
I have a
Could
net.
lasso the orc.
Do you know how to lasso somebody?
Oh, please, of course. I say confidently, unsure of how to even tie the knot.
All right. As you're taking out some rope, I take it?
I don't have any rope.
I mean, would still have to get fairly close, and
You hear audibly him start to like breathe raspy and cough, and you can spot maybe you're pretty sure flecks of blood come out of his mouth.
We should really get moving. I feel like, is it Fabulosa's whole thing to like charge in and save people?
Mm-hmm.
No,
That's
that's
right,
my
they-
thing.
Oh, well, maybe you should do that.
Maybe we should both
I'm
do
gonna
that.
charge in and save them.
I'll be
They
right
say-
above you.
And I start charging in to save them.
I'll be right behind you.
I'm
You know,
right
they
above
say
you.
that if the desert starts moving, it's already too late, which is comforting.
All right. If everyone would please ensure that your tokens are where you envision them being in relation to the oasis.
The
I'm
horrible
putting
sand
mine
monster.
there with the caveat that I'm several feet in the air.
Right. I'm aware you're flying up. Are you up at 20 yards right now?
I don't know what the range of my spells is. So
I would imagine they're based on smarts
yeah.
generally.
So let me make
So-
sure I'm within. Yeah, but what is what is it in? Is it yards? Because it just says.
So
smart.
yeah, it's your smarts die and yards. And just to simplify everything, the way I handle the tabletop is each square is 1 yard.
Okay. In
So
that case, I am 10 yards up. We'll say.
Okay.
Because that is the range of most of my magic.
Excellent. Beautiful. In that case, then, if everyone is where they feel that they should be, yes.
Okay.
Right. 1 second. Just want to make sure I've got everything covered. Bear with
so
me, if you
Travis-
would, for a moment while I deal with Roll20's interface. But you had a question.
Yes, I just want to let you know that I do have the hesitant hindrance, so I draw twice for initiative and take the lower.
Excellent. So I'm going to give you a card first. Thank you for letting me know. Does anyone else have any edges or hindrances that affect your initiative draw?
I don't think so. First strike is only for something
If
that
people
get close to
rush
or
up to
something.
you. Yeah.
Ah.
Right? That's funny that Moose plans out and then is like, I can take the big guy. All right.
I forgot about those hindrances, but I feel like I role-played those anyway.
I think that's accurate.
Yeah, I've got
Right.
the impulsive hindrance, so she's gonna be a gremlin.
Wonderful. So we are going to deal everyone a card for their initiative. We're going to sort those out. One thing I noticed right away is we have a joker that was drawn from Ssuya. So what that means is, Ssuya, you will gain another Benny.
Ooh.
So bringing you up to a total of 5.
Cool.
And not only you, but everyone in your party gets +2 to all of their rolls this turn because you drew a joker. The last thing that you get for drawing a joker is that you can either decide to go first, or you can actually interrupt any other person's action. So if you wanted to hold and just pop in and interrupt, you may do so at your leisure. You know, obviously once you acted. So the second thing I do want to check is, was your draw in your hand that I dealt you, Hobae, is that higher or lower than your card? That
it's lower.
Okay, well, and what did you wind up drawing, or that I dealt you?
Jack of clubs.
Okay, so not too much lower, but I will move you down to represent that. All right, so now we are good to go, and the combat can begin.
Combat.
So are you going to act right away, Ssuya, or are you going to wait and interrupt another's action? Excellent.
I don't think we know what we're fighting yet, so.
That's fair. I mean, I didn't know if maybe she wanted to dash forth and try to grab the orc or something like that, but you don't have to wait too long to figure it out, because the sand bursts forth as several giant scorpions climb up out of the dunes, and the illusion
scorpions
of the oasis
lobsters with
dissipates,
West Korea prospects,
revealing a sand masker that comes crawling up out of the sand.
See, I told you it was an illusion. You don't believe me.
what was it alluding
We all
to?
believed you.
If you're not going to interfere with this, one of the scorpions begins rushing forward toward you. So how movement works in the system is you can move your pace without it affecting your action. That you can do that for free. If you want to move further than your pace, you can choose to roll your running die. Anytime you roll on your turn, for the most part, if you're doing something proactively, you're taking an action. You can take up to 3 actions in your turn, but when you do, you take what's called a multi-action penalty. So every action that you take is a -1, I believe, to your total. No, -2. I'm sorry. First action is -2. The second additional action is -4, and that applies to all of the actions you take in the turn. So if you wanted to run an attack, for example, it'd be -2 to your running die and a -2 to your attack. Make sense? If you want to attack 3 times, it's -4 to all 3 rolls. And of course, I know it's a lot of information I just shoved down the barrel of a shotgun and fired at you, so I'm certainly happy to go over it again. But for the moment, this scorpion right here, if you can see my ping, pops up out of the sand and goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, but is not attacking yet and is not running yet. They are just sort of moving along at their normal pace. And that brings us to our next scorpion. And they're going to do the same. Now they're going to rush up on Ssuya. So you're welcome to interrupt them as they're moving into your space.
Yeah, can I fight them in some regard?
Sure. If you'd like, you could use fighting and a weapon that you might be carrying, or you could use your bite attack. If you have any powers that you would use that would be offensive, you're welcome to attempt those.
I feel like I do, but I don't know where that would be on my sheet now.
The powers are at the bottom.
Yep. So if you scroll down past your skills, You'll see weapons, and then below that is powers.
I've got something called Burst.
Yes, you could absolutely cast Burst. So what Burst does is you produce a large fan of energy that bathes your target in red-hot fire, a cone of cold, or other damaging matter or energy. This creates a cone template starting at you and extended outward. Everything within that cone suffers 2d6 damage or 3d6 with a raise. So
All right.
where you're at right now, you really wouldn't be able to get two of them in a cone. Now you could step around, basically as they're running up on you. If you stepped to say here,
I would like to do that.
could theoretically get them.
Oh, fancy.
How big is a medium or large blast range, Travis?
So
Ooh, that's a cool graphic.
Yeah.
I'm pulling out some templates
Exactly
real
what I
quick.
want my magic to
Cone.
look like.
Yep. So this just so that everybody has a quick reference.
Okay.
The cone template is actually that. And then you have the small, medium, and large
Okay.
blast templates.
Thank you.
No problem.
Cool.
So I will go ahead and move those out of the way for most of us. My apologies to the audience at home if they are still in the GM layer. But yeah, so short story long, if Ssuya stepped to this square, which would be well within your pace, I assume you have a pace of 2 or higher, you would be able to fire off the cone as indicated there.
Pace of 6.
Yep. So yeah, you can make that movement without costing you any penalties to your action.
Beautiful.
All right. Go ahead and move your token to the spot,
Okay.
and let's have you roll your arcane skill. So now next to your burst,
Mhm.
does it have? There should be a little button there. Does that say damage only or cast plus damage?
Whereabouts?
Right under where it says, or right next to where it says burst, there should be a little button.
On
the
the
powers?
power section?
Yep.
Right next to burst, there's a little speech bubble.
Oh, that okay. So 1 second. Let me look at your character sheet. Yep. Go ahead and click the speech bubble. I think that'll roll when it's
I
in
think
that
that
view.
just shows you the spell, but
Does it? Oh no.
Oh yeah,
it
that
gives you
explained it.
it gives you your roll, but it's giving you your it's just giving you your damage. So that's fine. We can hang on to that damage. Go ahead and roll your that would be double checking to see. Okay, you should have a spell casting skill. Now you can go ahead and roll your spell casting die. And then I will also go ahead and alter your power so that in the future it will do the right thing.
Is my spellcasting die just a D4?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So you got a 4, which is a success. It did not quite get up to an 8 for a raise, so you hit but no raise. So it will deal the 2d6, so 6 damage to everything in the blast template.
Ooh. All right.
So let's see how they fare to that.
Silly scorpion.
What kind of energy is your burst?
Fire.
Excellent. So you shoot this fire out, and it bathes these 3 giant scorpions in flame. And when the flame passes, the scorpions are all seem to be unbothered by it. Unfortunately, that was not enough to get past their toughness, nor to contend with their elemental resistance to fire. They are going to take a swipe at you with their pinchers.
Would I have known scorpions have a resistance to fire?
Not necessarily. I mean, you know that desert animals are generally not are more likely to be not bothered by heat, but would you know that these scorpions particularly have an actual elemental resistance? No, you wouldn't. That would be unlikely. All right, so they take a swipe at you with their pinchers. The first swing misses. However, they do have the frenzy ability, letting them make an extra fighting roll, which also, I assume, misses. Your parry is a 5, correct?
Yes, it is.
Yep, so as they swing, they swipe at you with both pincers, missing with both attacks. Oonar, it is now your turn. What would you like to do?
Yeah, so this big guy up here, he's like the scariest guy, right?
The Sandmasker? Absolutely. This fellow?
Yeah, that guy.
Yes, very much so.
I'm going to try to stun him.
Is that a psychic ability?
Yes.
The dog bark?
One of-
Yes.
Wonderful. So you go ahead and use your, I believe, psionics, or is it focus for you? Yeah, so that will hit for sure.
Oh, my 25 that I rolled?
Yeah, the 25 will do it. So that is a hit.
How
and
did I
a
roll
raise.
25?
Because
Like that.
you rolled a 10, and then a 5.
Oh, okay.
So every time you roll the maximum on a die, it will re-roll. So that's the one good thing about having a D4 in something is it's much easier to ace. So you can still get pretty high numbers that way. But yeah, 25. Unfortunately, when you use a power, it's just you either got a raise or you didn't. So that's fine. Now, your stun, for some reason, that didn't give you the right damage. So
No, well, it doesn't actually do damage. The victim has to make a vigor roll at -2 with a raise on the arcane
Gotcha.
skill roll, or else be stunned.
excellent. So it is at -2 because you did get the raise. Just double checking to make sure they have nothing that would help them here. They certainly do not. Oh, silly me. I forgot to put the -2 in there. That is a failure because they would have a -2.
Okay. I don't know what exactly the stun effect does in the system, but they are stunned for it right now.
Oh, it sucks.
Yeah, it's not great. It is an unfun thing to happen to you.
I'm glad
so
I did it to the bad guy then.
if you are stunned, you are distracted and remain so as long as you're stunned. You fall prone. You can't move or take any actions. You don't count towards people ganging up, and you are subject to the drop. So basically, it means you drop to your knees and are up the river, and everybody can jump you very easily.
Nice. So yeah, you'll see Oonar fly up in the air, and you've probably seen this before because we've been doing fights before. But what happens is she just spreads her wings and does a sonic blast that you can barely hear, but it messes people up when she directs it at them.
Excellent. And does this I'm envisioning it's like sound waves. So is it pulsing the sand up, like the sand is kicking up from the?
Yeah.
Excellent. Cool.
Yeah, all the sand is doing the thing that sand does when you put it on a little vibrating plate. It's making cool circles.
Yeah. So it looks like the Sand Masker is standing in the middle of a subwoofer right now.
Yeah.
And Oonar, did you want to? You can move up to your pace without it causing any penalties. So.
I'll move back a little bit in case this guy has my pace is 12 when I'm flying, by the way.
Right. Yeah. You can move.
I'm all over the place. So I'm gonna go over here in case that guy is gonna try to throw something at me.
Not a bad plan.
When you're a bat, you gotta be really protective of your wings.
That
Get
is
holes in them.
That is true, and then your flying ain't so good. Our next action comes to this little guy down here. Now, seeing that his boss man has been stunned, he is going to do a multi-attack. So he's going to run toward the group. That gives him 9 inches in total to run. So that's 9 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go. Not quite enough to get to anybody, so that's going to be it for him. Hobae, it is your action. What would you like to do?
Well, seeing these two closing in on the group, I am going to whisper to myself, damn it, and draw 2 arrows, and I'm going to fire 2 arrows at one guy using my double shot, and then a single arrow at another.
All right, so you will be taking a multi-attack to fire 3 times, effectively, right?
Yes. Yeah, let me
Excellent.
just pull up my double attack to remember how it works. My double shot. Oh, this is a limited action, so I don't know if I can do another shot.
Yes, because limited actions do not count additionally toward your multi-attack. It just means you can't take another limited action.
Okay, great. All right. So, so I just roll twice.
Yes.
All right, perfect. All right, so my shooting for the double shot, I have +2 because of that fancy bow.
Right, but you'll be -2 because of multi-attack.
Because of that, so it's nothing.
All right,
well-
would you like to use a Benny?
Yeah, I do.
All right, go ahead and spend a Benny and re-roll. Much better.
There we go. Yeah.
You're right. Yep, all the math is canceled out. So yeah, we're good. That is a hit. Can you please ping the one that you were targeting with that first shot?
How do I ping on Roll20?
Just hold down the mouse over.
Oh,
it.
okay.
Yeah. All right. Excellent. So that will absolutely hit them. Go ahead and roll the damage on that. Nice.
All right,
Nice
so
damage
that's
roll.
11 damage.
And that would also be. No, this is just a straight 11. Okay. You fire, you hit. The arrow seems to stick into the outer shell of the scorpion. Who are you shooting with the second one?
Same one. I'm gonna put 2 arrows into him.
All right, go ahead and roll again. All right.
Okay,
you may
that's
once
another-
again, Benny, if you'd like.
Yep, definitely spending a Benny again.
All right.
There we go.
Again, you hit. Go ahead and roll damage. All right.
So another
So
5.
both arrows stick in the shell of the scorpion, but it does not seem to have grossly impeded it in any grand way. You did have one more action because you took the multi-attack. So are you going to fire another arrow at that scorpion, or are you going to fire someone else?
I'm gonna fire at this this scorpion here.
Okay, excellent. All right,
All right, come on. There we go.
there you go.
All right, so that's a
so again, you'll
5.
hit.
And damage is just the 5 again.
All right, so you've planted a few arrows in them, but it doesn't seem to have had any noticeable effect. Any movement or anything along those lines?
Yeah, I'm going to actually move back to here.
Wonderful. All right. Next, we will go to Fabulosa. What would you like to do?
Fabulosa is going to pull her spear out, is going to say, "Don't worry, I've trained for this. Not this specifically, but things like this. Weapons out,
Wonderful.
feelings in." And is going to take a run and a poke at the nearest scorpion.
Less talking, more stabbing.
The nearest scorpion is definitely that one. Go ahead and make your fighting roll, please.
Okay, so do I just click my weapon button?
Should be set up, yeah. So it should
damn.
be set up so that it'll roll the
Okay.
fighting and the damage.
Wow.
Nope. That was that. For some reason, it's set to your athletic. That's for throwing the spear.
Oh, okay.
So what's your fighting die?
My fighting die is a D12.
All right. So go ahead and roll fighting instead.
Okay. You know what? Let me try with my short sword. I think it's the same damage.
We'll keep the wild die roll either way. All All right. So as you swipe, you may spend a Benny, but like you swing in this, basically the scorpion like parries the incoming spear with its tail.
Hey, no fair! Let's try that again. I'm going to spend a Benny. So do I just click
Right.
reroll in that case?
Yep. You just reduce your bennies by 1 and then click reroll.
I feel like the only reason that Oonar is grumpy with Fabulosa all the time is because Fabulosa is so incredibly loud, and I have incredibly keen ears.
Yep. I did
That
take
makes
Big
a lot
Mouth
of
for a
sense.
reason. All right, so that's an 8 then. That's better.
So that does hit. It is not a raise because the scorpion's parry score is 6. So you may go ahead and roll damage. And
Okay.
basically the base damage will apply, the bonus damage will not.
Okay.
You can add, but you want to actually go up and tap the roll damage from your spear.
Oh, I think they're both D6.
Is it? Okay. In that case, yeah, unfortunately, only 2 damage. You could Benny the damage roll as well.
Nah.
Right.
What's the deal with
you-
taking multiple attacks? Do you take a penalty off of each attack? Is the way it works?
Yes. So
I'll do that next round.
anytime you take more than 1 action, it's -2 for the second action and -3 for the third action. All right. So that then brings us back around.
Don't forget
to-
about first strike.
Yeah.
Oh.
First strike. First strike only matters when an enemy runs into your space.
Owens runs to you. I thought.
Look!
it was-
Yep. Yep.
I'm
no, it's
helping!
not. Yeah.
I think.
But that's okay because Fabulosa may very well get a chance to use that very shortly here. First of all, though, we have this fellow who's way over here, so they're definitely going to multi action if they can. They're going to give that running die a shot and get to roll 9 inches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Not far enough to get involved in the fight. That brings us then to Giant Scorpion 3, who absolutely is. They're going to run in on you, so you get a chance to use your first strike, Fabulosa, because they're absolutely going to come
Okay.
stab you.
All right, so that's just another attack, right?
Yep, you get to roll your attack, and yours resolves first, so you may very well put them down before they actually get a chance to attack you. Nice! Excellent.
That's a
So
10.
that is a hit, and because their parry is a 6, that is a raise. So that means
Okay.
that when you roll damage, your bonus damage will apply.
Oh, shit.
Awesome. 17. So as you run forward, you're using your, I know you're rolling your short sword, but you're using your spear, right?
Yeah.
So basically, like, you went forward at this, at the first scorpion, and its tail sort of parried your spear out of the way. And you came back around and sort of glanced off of its shell. And then you clocked out of the corner of your eye, this other scorpion come running at you and just spin the spear around and just drove it straight through, effectively like putting it on a spit. Like you've just skewered it end to end.
Does anyone have
this
butter?
is-
We're eating well after this.
This is no longer a scorpion. They are an ex-scorpion. They have joined the choir invisible.
If it is too heavy, she's just gonna drop the spear and draw her sword.
Excellent.
Like,
you
just-
may easily do so.
Chunk. Chink.
And I will just make a quick, easy mark here so we know that scorpion is now deed. All right. So they didn't even get a chance to take a shot at you. The Sandmasker will have an opportunity to roll their vigor score to try to overcome being stunned. But you get a raise, so this is still going to be at -2. And now I will actually put the modifier in, like a smart person. All right, they failed. They are going to go ahead and spend one of their bennies to do so because they are a wild card. They have the same basic abilities that you do. And yet they fail again, so they remain stunned.
I'm
Excellent.
helping.
You are helping. That brings us to our orc friend. This might not be so great for our orc because they have to make a vigor roll too because they are currently suffering from a condition known as bleeding out. So if they fail this roll, they die.
Well, we didn't know them, so
That's valid. They did not fail that roll. They stabilize.
nice.
So they are unconscious, but they are stable. And that brings us to Moose. Moose, what would you like to do?
Let me look at overconfident for a second. Overconfident, where was that?
So that means you tend to pick a fight with the biggest.
He believes he can do most anything and never wants to retreat from a challenge. Certainly takes on more than... Yep, I'm going to go towards the big guy.
Run up on the Sandmasker. You clearly have
Yeah.
enough pace to get to the Sandmasker without needing to use any running, so you'll be able to attack normally.
All right.
And since you have the drop on them, so they're at -2 to all their trait rolls, and you have the drop, which means that you add +4 to your attack and damage rolls against that target for one action.
Ooh.
Plus the +2 from the Joker.
Right. Oh yeah, I hope everybody's been. I've not been keeping myself honest about those +2s.
I only just remembered that one, so.
Well, if you don't draw a Joker next round, I'll give you all your +2s because I was not calculating them in.
All right. So I roll for my axe. And the miscellaneous modifiers is
+4.
2 for the +4.
+4 for the drop, yeah. Well, and then plus you can have +2 for the Joker too. Yeah, so +6 is your miscellaneous.
Oh, geez.
I'm helping. Ascendant.
Very much so. Oh, good lord. Yeah, so that'll hit.
All
For
right.
sure. That is a hit and a raise. So you'll roll damage. You also get +4 to the damage, and your bonus die will apply to the damage as well. Or +6 to the damage, and your bonus die will apply as well.
+6, you say?
Yep.
Oh. Wait.
Oh.
How's that
That
possible?
doesn't make any sense.
Viewers,
Yeah,
you
for
cannot
some
see,
reason,
but
I don't know why it read that way, but you rolled
Moose rolled a
3
0.
plus 8, so that's 8, 9, 10, 11, plus 6, so that's 12,
17.
13, 17, yeah. 18, 19, 20.
21.
Yep, and they have AP of 2, so that actually takes... Does the Sandmasker have armor? Absolutely do, yep. So you're doing 21 against a toughness of 12. So the way it works, if you successfully wound someone, if you hit someone, you successfully do damage, they suffer a condition called shaken. This happens to you as well. And then whether or not they take any wounds depends on how much you beat their toughness by. So, Dixie, what was the number? It was 21?
21 was the damage, yeah.
Yep, and you're against a toughness of 12, so that's 9 above. So that's considered 2 raises on damage. So that means that they will suffer the shaken condition, and they suffer 2 wounds. Most characters have 1 wound, or most wildcard characters have 3 wounds. Because of the size of the Sandmasker, it gets an additional wound. So basically, you've shaken it. It is also still distracted.
And it's at half health.
Stunned, and it's half health at this point. So you bring down that axe and just rip a chunk out of its torso. There's blood, a little bit of gut sort of hanging out of the wound. It's definitely seen better days. Is there anything else that Moose is trying to do? You do still have, I think, 3 or 4 squares of pace left to move if you'd like.
I don't need to move.
Nope.
But if I don't, I need to declare if I'm attacking multiple times first.
At the start, yeah, because of the way the math works, you have to declare your multi-actions at the top.
So I guess that's me.
All right, in that case, the last remaining scorpion is going to come get in your face. I don't suppose you have first strike, do you?
I don't believe so.
Excellent. And they are multi-attack. They didn't need to roll for the running because they were within the pace. So they are going to swipe at you twice, but they also have the frenzy ability. So that means every time they roll a fighting, once per turn, they get to roll an extra fighting die. So they basically get 3 attacks for the price of 2. Does that track?
Does doing
So-
multiple actions take away from your parry?
No, it does not affect your parry. So
Oh,
your parry will stay
interesting.
the same. Yep.
So what's the
so-
downside? Just it's harder to hit?
Harder to hit.
Like it's the penalty?
Yep. Yep, that's really it. Oh,
Alright.
good lord. So that's the first pincher.
We're gonna kill Cal.
That's the second pincher. And this is their stinger. What is your parry?
It is 7.
Excellent. So the good news is that both the second pincher and the stinger missed you. However, the first pincher did hit you, and it hit you with a raise. So we'll go ahead and roll damage on that. They don't have any bonus to damage inherently, which is good for you. Or no, it's not good. Still not great. That's 27 damage. What is your toughness?
Jesus Christ.
I see how it is. Toughness. Where is my
It's right next to your
toughness?
parry.
Oh, there it is. It looks like 8.
All right, so we have 27 minus 8. That's 20, or that's 19, which is 3 raises. So you will take 3 wounds and be shaken. Because you've suffered 3 wounds and been shaken in a single blow, I'm going to go ahead and roll on the injury table for you. The results, or guts, are battered. Your vigor die drops by a die type. This will remain so until you receive medical attention. You all see this giant scorpion run up behind Moose, and Moose spins around and like blocks the first pincher and ducks out of the way of the stinger, and then the second pincher comes along and just right around the center, and you see it like pinch in and then like bubble out the guts, and then you just see the skin break and just blood come pouring over the outside of the pincer as Moose struggles to retain the last little bit of consciousness that they have in their body. And that concludes our first round of combat. So what I would like to go ahead and do is, because we are at the halfway point, and a combat round does take a minute, let's go ahead and take a break. Our next combat round should go a little bit faster because I don't have to quite explain the step-by-steps, but we're going to go ahead and take 5 to 10 for biological and technological needs. I would like to take this opportunity to thank the audience for very, very much for being here. I look forward to your thoughts. Please let us know in the chat if you have any questions or how things are going for you. And if you've not yet done so, please head over to the Scarred Lands Player's Guide for Savage Worlds Kickstarter, which I believe is pinned in the chat, and help us get this book out in front of people. Thank you all so much. We'll see you again in a few minutes. Thank you so much for hanging out with us while we handled our biological and technological needs. We are about to dive into our second round of combat. But before we do, there was one little bit that I missed. Silly me. Moose, you do have the option. I know you just took a horrible blow before we went on break, but you do have the option of spending a Benny to make a soak roll if you would like.
I will.
Excellent. Now, this soak roll will be your vigor, and it will be prior to applying the wound. So this is just a straight up vigor roll, no modifiers. Your wounds and whatnot that should be marked down will apply.
Does he not get the +2 from the Joker?
Oh, correct. Thank you. You do get the +2 from the Joker. I appreciate you reminding me of that. I see brain like a steel trap with big holes in it. Oof. You may spend another Benny to re-roll it if you like.
Oh, that actually rolled with his wounds, I think. but
Oh,
she
okay.
shouldn't. Yeah.
No, yeah. Well, it's still not. Still
He rolled a 4 on the die.
4. Yep. So that's 1 hit. So let's see.
+2.
Yep, which is not enough to make it a raise, unfortunately.
Okay.
So what that would do is that would remind you, that would spend you down to having only taken 2 wounds. You will still be shaken. You can spend another Benny to try to reroll it again to go for a better result, or you can just take the 2 wounds. Which way do you want to go?
I am not going to re-roll because it looked like I rolled a 4 on the die.
Yes.
So
Yeah, it just had your wound penalty in there. Okay, so you'll remain shaken. Go ahead and kick yourself up to 2 wounds, so you're not knocking on heaven's door. You're awake.
Hooray!
You're upright. You are still shaken. Makes sense?
I'm just walking towards heaven's door.
Sauntering
Yeah.
slowly towards Heaven's door.
And you also will not need to, I'm not going to deal a grievous injury to you because you didn't take all 3 wounds in one hit. So you can make sure your vigor die stays at where it's supposed to be.
Your guts are fine. Good news.
What happens if it lowers from a D4?
Nothing. You just are stuck.
Oh, okay.
You can't go below a D4.
A D2. A D1.
All right. So that brings us back to the combat. Since the only 2 people who got to take advantage of those +2s last session or last round were Moose and Ssuya. Everybody else can have their +2 this turn because I was a bad game master. I apologize. That said, we kick things off with our first giant scorpion right here. They are going to multi-attack, so they're going to go for a full suite of 3 attacks, using their first on a running die.
Which one is attacking?
This one right here, but they're only actually able to run 6 inches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not enough to get close to anybody. That brings us to our next
You're doing
one.
loops in the desert. Like,
They are going to do a 3-action round as well, but we'll see how the running goes. That's 11, 10, 9, 8, so they get to actually move their pace and take the actions. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They're real monsters. They're real terrible. They apparently have a problem with minotaurs here. So they're going to attack you. I just need to check the gang up bonus real quick.
Isn't that just what you wanted to hear, Kal? They're ganging up on you?
Each additional
That
adjacent
is what I
foe
wanted to hear.
who isn't stunned adds a +1 to the attacker's fighting roll to a maximum of +4. So they'll be at -2 because they are multi-attacking. They're going to frenzy on their pincers, of course. All right, and your parry is a 7, so the first one misses. The second one misses. And the third one is the stinger. Misses. So despite the fact that you're kind of like, because when you're shaken, it's not like you're knocked out, but you're just sort of like woozy. You manage to sort of dance around this thing's onslaught of attacks. Oonar, that brings the action back to you. What would you like to do?
Thank you for telling me. Okay, those 3 that are near Moose, I can
Yes.
hit them with a small blast or a medium blast?
Well, if you dropped a small blast template in the
I actually
exact...
don't have a small blast. It would be a medium, so
medium?
I can hit everybody.
Yeah, you would just need to be a little careful on where you put it, but basically don't botch.
Yeah.
That would be the key thing.
So I'm gonna come in. I'm gonna try to put it, I don't know, here-ish, I guess, so it hits 3 bad guys.
Yep. So you drop it right there.
Yeah. I'm trying not to hit Moose, so if that's
Yeah,
a bad thing.
that should miss Moose.
Okay. And I'm going to cast Fear
Oh, glorious.
because I'm scary and weird.
Excellent. In that case, go ahead and again make your arcane skill roll.
With a +2.
Yep, with a +2. And don't forget to spend your power points for that.
Yep, I'm doing it.
All right, rock and roll.
What?
So weird that it's displaying funky, but I do see the numbers. You got a 18, so you you hit with.
Yeah, I'm like,
You
I
got
don't know what
20.
just happened. Yeah, I got a 20.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm glad that
Happens to moose too.
I can hover over it and see it.
It
but
doesn't
yeah,
like big numbers.
I guess. So that is a
It
hit.
showed by 25 earlier.
Yeah, I don't
Oh,
know.
yeah, it did.
It's acting
All right.
bizarre.
Cool. So
That
I'll
is a hit with a raise.
so they have to make a fear roll, and since they're extras, if they fail, they're panicked.
Excellent.
But wild cards roll on the fear table. Also, is that
Beautiful.
is that cast with a raise?
That is cast with a raise.
Okay, so the fear roll is at -2.
Excellent. So
Oh, and the Joker bonus. I don't know if that matters.
yeah, that was with the. That doesn't affect the fear roll. It affects the casting roll.
Mm.
All right, so the first scorpion actually manages to somehow avoid the fear. Second one, what's up?
Is the target number 4?
Yeah, target number's 4 almost always, except for melee combat. It's parry. Generally speaking, there's a few exceptions to that, but not that many. Holy cow!
Wow, I just wasted 4 power
Scorpion.
points and did nothing.
You let out a horrible screech. The scorpions now all sort of look in your direction, but you're up in the air, so there's nothing that they can do about that.
How high can they jump?
Not 10 yards, for sure. All right.
Well, that's what I get for being very effective on my first turn, I guess.
I know, right?
Effective on turn 2.
You
How
can
dare
only
you?
you only do so much. The orc is no longer in any danger of bleeding out, so he's just going to lay there and be unconscious. The sand masker does have an opportunity to try to unstun. Let's see how that goes. Nope.
Hey.
He taketh and they giveth.
Right.
I mean, if the one thing I did was keep Travis's giant scary man out of the fight,
Right.
then I'm doing a good job.
Especially
Exactly. That is a win. You were saying?
especially with me holding my guts in over here.
Yeah.
Yeah. And speaking of, the one who actually has a hold of you, it's their turn now to hit you. So they're just going to go. They're just going to go all 3 multi-attack, frenzy, just the full 9 at you. So they're actually going to frenzy with the stinger and then just use their other 2 attacks with the pincers.
What's
They
the
will be-
mechanical effect of shaken?
Mechanical effect of shaken is that you can't initiate an act.
Yeah, you can't. You can only move at this point
Yep.
until you
I'm
unshake.
gonna spend a Benny to unshake myself.
Okay. That will apply.
It
at
says in the
beginning.
little
Yes,
write-up
absolutely. Yep.
that you can use a Benny to remove the status effect, even
Yes.
on when it's not your turn. So I'll do that.
Excellent. That will not have any effect on their ability to attack you, but if you have like something that would allow you to respond, you would then be able to do so.
I don't think so.
Right. Well, in that case, they're going to go ahead and hit you. They're still at -4 because of the multi-attack penalty, and they have no extra bonuses. So there goes the first pincher, misses. Second pincher, misses. First stinger, misses. Second stinger, No joy. So again, you manage to sort of duck and weave as this thing is just snapping at you. Fabulosa is your action. What would you like to do?
Fabulosa is going to... I'm going to make 2 attacks. I'm going to try that. So seeing my ally in danger, I'm going to stab the scorpion next to me with apply sword directly to scorpion. And I'll do that at... I guess I'll do that at a -1. Is it just a -1 or -2 if I'm taking 2 actions?
It's -2 for 2 actions and minus
All right.
4 for...
But you also get the +2 from the Joker.
Oh,
Right.
Well, in that
Don't
case,
forget that.
So it
Then-
cancels out.
so then it's a -3 for 3 actions?
It is a -4 for 3 actions.
Yeah, let's have some fun. Let's do it. Let's do them. I'll do 3 actions at a -2 each. Then, right?
Right.
Because of the Joker. Okay, number
Yep,
1.
Exactly.
Bam. Ooh, God, that was awful.
Swing and a miss.
I'm gonna Benny that. Reroll.
All right.
Wait, hold on. Is that good or bad?
It's not a botch, so you're okay.
Oh man, that is terrible.
Oh. Well, you rolled. No,
your friends can wrap that
It's not
scorpion.
rolling. You're fighting for some reason.
Oh, that's so weird.
Oh no, yeah, it is. It's rolling a D2.
No,
yeah,
you rolled a 2 on a D12.
Right. Okay.
And
Yeah,
first
no, it is.
rolled
It
a
is.
12. Yeah.
It is rolling. Right. Okay. Sorry, I was misreading. All right. Continue. Sorry.
Okay.
So the first swing is an absolute miss.
Hey, stand still when I'm trying to kill you. Honestly, scorpions these days. What the hell is with my rolls?
You like 2s.
Apparently.
I'm gonna spend another Benny on this. Can I spend more than 1?
Yeah, absolutely. You can spend bennies so you run out of bennies. That one is
A 5?
also a miss. Also a miss.
This is your rival. This is Scorpiosa.
Oh my god, what the hell?
How many bennies do you have left, Kelly?
I have 2 Bennies left. Wait, no, I have
Reroll
1 Benny
again.
left.
You want me to roll again?
I mean, you have one more regular action to take, so you can still.
I'm gonna take the one more regular action first, so kabam!
Oh my goodness.
If the chat is not seeing
And their
this, I
sword
need to
broke.
outline this. My total rolls are 0, 0, 2, 1, 3, 5, -1, 3.
So can we share this screen because like it's a little hard to,
Yeah, I'm gonna share. This is some.
or I'm
wild-
gonna
hold
screen
on.
cap it.
Yeah,
It is-
screen
it is
cap it,
pretty
please.
amazing.
Like,
One,
Amazing.
two,
Sometimes
three,
roll
four,
20 just
five
decides
rolls.
it hates a person and it doesn't.
this is why. Hey, I haven't mentioned it, but if you want to use real dice, go to our sponsor, Bookworm Games. Use code DorkTales to save 15%. Because people are like, Dorktales, your players roll really high. They're obviously cheating. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no, just real dice are nice. Oh my god, I'm gonna spend my last Benny to re-roll this shit. Oh, you know, hold on. I'm gonna let the chat see this. Okay, real dice re-roll, or not real dice re-roll. Benny re-roll. Final one. Just die, you impotent lobster. There we go.
Hey, look at that. That is a hit. It is unfortunately not quite a raise because their parry is a 6. So you deal 3 damage.
That's the lowest you can deal on damage.
No. You just are like just giving it everything you have, just
I have a
swiping at this
question.
thing, screaming.
I have a question.
Yes.
Can,
Go ahead.
can players exchange bennies?
Yeah, you can absolutely.
Hey, Kelly, I have 5. Do you want to?
Oh my god, can I please have one?
You can have one of my bennies.
You can
Thank you,
do
Dixie.
any damage.
You can ban any roll that's not a critical failure.
Okay.
Oh my god. Okay, so I
Words
give it
of
3 damage.
affirmation from Oonar.
Yep. So you re-roll damage if you're taking the Benny from Oonar
Yeah,
and spending it.
do it,
Then
do it.
go ahead and hit the re-roll damage button.
I've already marked it off on my sheet.
Okay, sure, let's do this. Does the damage take the -2 or just the attacks?
Just the attacks.
There we go.
There we go. That's better.
That's because I have the luck trait.
Yeah, this was all
Yeah.
you. This was just Oonar saying, aim for their bodies or something like that.
Less talking, more stabbing.
This time, the last time you bring it down, it's as if the will of your friends and your bonds of camaraderie guide your blade. But unfortunately, it does bounce off of their armored shell because you didn't quite get enough to get past their toughness. Several swings and misses. That brings us around to the scorpion you've been beating on ceaselessly since this turn started.
I've been senseless.
I swear to God, if this scorpion gets a crit on Kelly.
They're going to go for, again, the full suite of multi-attacks. They're going to go -4 on all attacks, 2 with the pincher, 2 with the stinger.
Oh, same as me.
Because they
Here we go.
the frenzy.
20, 20, 20, 20, 20.
I would laugh so hard. No, first one is a terrible miss. Second one... Again, a terrible miss.
This is what we like.
The first stinger.
Maybe roll 20 hates everybody today.
Mostly Cal.
That is a miss, and the second stinger. That is a miss. So it again swipes and swipes and swipes. You're able to sort of block and parry and duck and despite the fact that this thing is really just aggressively trying to rip you to pieces, you manage
Top
to
10
avoid
anime
a severe
battles.
injury.
2025.
Exactly. Ssuya, it is your action. What would you like to do? Now you got your +2 bonus last round, so you're just rolling straight dice. But it is your action. What would you like to do?
Okay, so how many scorpions are left?
So you've got the one that's basically between you and Kelly. Let me just...
What have we seen them be vulnerable to?
Stabbing in the face.
Stabbing.
Okay, I would like to do that.
Excellent. Do you have a weapon?
I do. What do I have? I think I have like a spear or something. Yeah, I have a spear.
Oh, excellent. You have reach too, so you'll be able to claim the gang up bonus because you're technically 1 square away, but Fabulosa is right next to the creature, so you get a +1 on your attacks.
Beautiful. All right, do I just click that?
Yep, so you just hit your fighting or the spear.
Okay.
Excellent. So that is a 5. That with your +1, that'll be a 6. That hits. Go ahead and roll damage. It's not a raise. You can Benny it if you want to try to see if you can get a raise. But you can go with the straight hit and just roll damage too.
I can't even see where it rolled. Oh no, I did see it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so sorry. What do I do?
You can just hit the roll damage if you want, or you can spend a Benny to try to see if you can get a better result. You did hit it, so.
Okay, let's just.
All right. That is not going to be sufficient damage to break through its armor.
God damn.
You can spend a Benny to reroll the damage if you like.
Am I likely to do enough?
So you would need to ace to do it, but it's not impossible. Your strength is a D4.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, it's more likely that you'll ace with a D4 than with a larger die. So I mean, it's worth a shot. Worst that can happen is you still don't do damage.
Okay, so let's re-roll damage.
Yeah, just hit reroll damage. Spend 1 Benny.
Let's go.
All right. No joy. But a valiant effort. You have also stabbed at it, and you're just bouncing off of its armor. This thing is very, 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 very resilient. Hobae, it is your action. What would you like to do?
So what I would like to do is this. I'm going to move forward some, as much as I don't want to.
All right. Move up to your pace before it affects your action economy.
Yeah, so I'm going to move just up to here, so not very far.
All right.
Within my 6, and I'm going to again do a multi-action.
Okay.
But I am going to do it not as an attack, but I would like to do a test on the 2 that are fighting Moose. I would like to try to just pepper them with arrows so as to make them vulnerable.
Okay. So This is
So I'll be using my shooting to make the test.
yeah. I'm just looking to see shooting. They will roll the attribute that your shooting is linked to. So
That'd
it'll
be
be
my
athletics.
agility.
Or agility, right? So, and you're provoking a test from how many of them?
The two that are fighting moose.
Okay. Excellent. So I'll go ahead and give them the two. So you will roll your shooting twice, and they will roll their agility twice, and so you'll be at -2 because you're just taking the two actions, or are you taking a third action?
I'm just going to do the two actions, but
Right.
it'll actually be at a net 0 because the Joker from last round that I didn't use.
Oh, but you also get the +2 from your.
Right,
Oh.
so that is a total of +2.
Yep. So you just don't need to change your math at all. Actually, make sure your +2 is worked in. X. I don't think it was on the trait last time you rolled.
No, I don't think it was.
So we'll get, and they have no penalty to their agility. Ugh.
Not sure how that happened.
Womp womp.
Wait, hang on.
It didn't read yours right.
Yeah,
No, it gave you. You should have a 7
yeah.
on that roll. So clearly, they both botched.
They botched.
Yay! Double botch.
Yep. So they're both shaken, and your choice of distracted or vulnerable.
I wanted to make them vulnerable, so Moose will have an easier time smooshing them.
Excellent. Yeah, you sort of just pepper them with arrows, and they do not react well. They sort of turn to face you, and then they start like running back and forth. They're very, they react very poorly to that. Anything
Hey.
else that you have in mind?
Nope, that's all for me.
Excellent. That will bring us around to the next giant scorpion. They are going to rush up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they do not need to use a running die to get to you, and they're going to hit you with the full suite. So 2 pincers, 2 stingers. -4 on all rolls. All right, first one misses. Second one misses terribly. The pincers are no luck. The stinger, first one is a miss. Second one, also a miss. All right, they sort of run up and just swipe, but no joy on the attack. Moose, it is your action. What would you like to do?
All right. I haven't seen what he's able to do, so you know what? Got to take the big guy out, even though the others are vulnerable.
Yes, the others are vulnerable.
Well, if
I mean,
attack
he's
3 times,
stunned. So like, so, I mean, like, none of them are a particularly challenging opponent at this point.
if I attack twice, that's -2.
Yes. So, well, yes. So, and vulnerable means that your attacks are made at +2,
Oh, perfect.
which does not stack with the drop which you have on the scorpion. So you would make all of your attacks. If you did 2 attacks, you would make your attacks at no penalty. If you did 3 attacks, so 1 attack at each of them, you would make those at -2.
Let's attack thrice.
All right. Who are you attacking first?
Scorpion on the westmost.
Excellent. Go ahead and give me your attack roll at a -2. Woof. That is a botch.
Oh no.
Truly.
We'll come back to that. Let's go ahead and give me a your second attack roll, -2, which will be aimed at whom?
Unless I Benny that attack.
You can't. It's a botch.
Can't Benny a botch.
Oh, right. All right, let's do the next one.
Better, but not great. And then your last at the Sandmasker.
Wait a second.
You
that
can Benny
should
that one
be-
if you would like.
That should be 6?
Sure should.
Yeah, that should be.
I don't know why you're displaying so weird, but we can see the die rolls.
Well, that.
So that is-
That's 6 plus -2 plus -2
Yeah, because you have your wounds.
wounds.
Oh, your wounds, and then yep, that actually is right. Yep.
Oh. Dang. Okay. Maybe I'll Benny that one.
Right. Give her a
I'm
shot.
down to 1. Dang. Same thing, huh?
No joy. Yep.
Yeah. I
All right.
know.
All right. And the
Last
last one
shot.
is going at the big guy.
All right.
Any second now.
Roll 20 taking
Dang.
it.
Well,
You,
Do you want to Benny the last shot?
you have the same problem
Yeah.
as me. You're gonna have a big "You tried" banner over your head. You tried.
instead of you died, well, for now.
Yeah.
My last Benny. Go.
Any second I roll 20.
There we go. Still not what you needed though, unfortunately. But
There we go. Roll 1 higher.
that ends the round, and because it ends the round, you all feel like this has been a very rough exchange for you, but you feel hope swell in you, as if the gods smile upon you for the terrible round that you just suffered and give you all a Benny. So you may all have an additional Benny. Because
You said a second ago we were gonna
Yay.
get back to the botch. Are we gonna get back to the botch?
we
Oh,
are going to
yeah.
get back to the botch. Thank you. Thank you for reminding me of that. Why don't you go ahead and make a agility test, if you don't mind. So just go ahead and just roll your agility with whatever normal modifiers are on for your wounds.
Moose fall down.
Moose.
You're very top heavy is the problem.
Yeah. It's the armor, the horns, the axe, and his little.
All right.
I'm picturing like tiny little hooves.
There is good news and bad news. The bad news is you lose grip of your axe.
No.
And it's going to fly a number of yards equal to your strength.
It's because I spun around in a circle.
The
holding
good news is you get to pick which direction it flies. So where would you like it to land?
In a scorpion?
I don't think I can turn a botch into a good something.
Yeah,
something
probably
good.
You know what you could do? You could go and back the Kickstarter right now. That would probably.
You could. Hey, you know what? If somebody goes and backs the Kickstarter, I will
My
absolutely
axe flies
have
back
your
in my
axe,
hand like Thor's.
I will have your axe decapitate one of the scorpions. 100%.
It's going to fly towards the others, bad as that may be.
Towards
So 7 o'clock.
like so, or
Wait,
From
7
Minotaur.
What's your
7.
what's your strength?
D10.
So it's gonna fly like way over here.
Maybe 8, 7:30. Towards my allies.
737.
so, like here.
Like right here, possibly hitting any
Let's-
number of these.
I have a
Fine.
question. Is it an action to pick something up and drop it?
No, you can pick something up. Or
Why don't you
you can
throw it
interact
towards
with one
me and
object for free.
Why don't you throw it towards me and I can bring it back to you?
Yeah, I'll allow it. You
Like,
can
I
just have it go straight up.
Well, I mean, or like just like towards where I am, and I can swoop down and
I
pick
like
it up with your
that.
hand.
I like that.
Perfect.
Oonar can be
All right.
helpful.
Much appreciated. And hey, look at that. In addition to all of you getting a Benny because the gods have looked down at the horrible, horrible circumstances in which you find yourselves and decided to give you a little bit of relief.
We got a Joker again.
We also have a Joker. So
I have a Joker.
Fabulosa, you gain a Benny, and everybody in the group gets a +2.
It says B Joe, so I'm going to assume that stands for
It's for
Blue
Bojack.
Jack Horseman. Yeah.
Blue Jack Horseman.
Yes, exactly.
Bojack Steedman.
Jack
Precisely
Steedman.
that.
All right.
Fabulosa, it is your action.
I mean, there's only one
Well,
thing
you
I
can also you can hold if you want to, or you can just go.
Oh no, I'm gonna go. I'm stubborn and mean, so I'm going to be like, that's it. I'm going to descorpify these scorpions, starting with you, you twit. And I'm going to take 2 swipes. One at this one.
Right.
Oh wait, I don't have to. I have a thing, so I don't have to do that. So, wha-bam!
Yep. Now,
Are you fucking
before
kidding me?
Before you do that, you got a 3 on the die. I don't know why it showed showing a 0, but you also get the +2 from.
Yeah. Well, I'm taking 2 swipes, so it's a -2 + 2.
So, okay, so that cancels that out. But then you get +1 from the gang up, so it would be a
1?
4, which still doesn't quite hit. Well, no, you got a 5 on your wild die, so
Why is this being
6.
weird?
I don't know why it's displaying funny, but you did get a 6, which is exactly what you need to hit. So go ahead and roll damage. You also get +2 on the damage because you are
Okay.
because you got the.
So that's 6 damage.
Yep, not enough to break its shell. You can Benny that damage if you'd like.
Let's do it.
All right, go ahead and drop a Benny.
Trying. There we go. It's finally popped up. Wham! 6 damage.
Yep, still not quite enough to get through.
Son of a
unfortunately.
bitch!
But you do your best. You did your best. That's your first swipe, though. You get another swipe, right?
And she's gonna let out a blood curdling. Just die already!
Oonar is going to
right.
visibly recoil as the sound hits her ears.
Sorry,
Very good.
sorry,
Giant
sorry.
ears.
So that's going to be a 5, 6, 6 plus,
7.
so that'll hit.
Yeah.
There we go. 10 damage.
There we go. So
11
you
damage, maybe.
finally crack it. Funny story. That's actually not quite enough to break its armor. Do you want what? 6, 7, 8.
So I think I had a
And
plus
10.
1 to this damage, maybe.
You had +2 from the +2 from the
Joker.
Joker. So that's
yeah.
12. And then another +1, it's 13. It's literally 1 less than you needed to actually hit it. If your bonus damage had applied, you'd be good. Do you want a Benny?
I don't think any of us are capable of hitting that.
I
14?
have one.
Yeah.
I have one Benny left.
You can certainly drop it.
No, the chance of me rolling higher than that is not good.
I mean, you got a 6 on. Well, yeah, I suppose it's true. You got a 6 and then you got a 2.
I'm just gonna. I'm not gonna spend a Benny, but I'm gonna click reroll just to show you. There you go. That's what I would have done.
That's funny. Yeah,
Yeah.
He
that's
literally
Just
could have
to-
rolled higher. Yeah.
Oh, he could have. I mean, he got a 6 and then a 2.
Oh,
Could've
right.
raised
If he
it.
got a
Yeah. You bring down that thing and you crack it right on the top of its dome. Oh, you know what? I lied. You also have a +1 from the gang up bonus, so you absolutely do hit it.
Hey!
So it is not dead, but it is absolutely shaken.
He's shaking in his stinger. Get him or her. I can't tell. When it's done, flip it over. I don't want to be politically incorrect.
That that does bring it to that scorpion who's going to try to roll to unshake. We'll see how that goes for them.
Just took a DNA test. He's 100% that scorpion.
They are unable to unshake, therefore they cannot continue acting. So that scorpion is just shaken for the moment. Moose. You have no axe, but it's your action. What would you like to do?
Do you want to hold it till I get your X?
You certainly can.
Which I will do in two turns, like 2 people.
Yo, that's right. Yeah, I can hold. Yeah.
Yeah, I go 2 after you, so I'll just bring it back to you.
And the
Oh,
scorpion
I
is
do
next.
have my sack of jewels, but I
You
think
could.
I'll wait.
You could. I mean, just saying. And both of the ones that you're next to are shaken and vulnerable. So if you wanted to just pop one in the face, I mean, it's not going to do a lot of damage, but yeah, I would say
I'm going to look around for my axe and hold my turn.
They will try to unshake. All right, that scorpion does unshake, and I believe vulnerable ends at the beginning of their turn, right? Yeah. Oh, until the end of the next turn.
So Cookie Mon Steve just pledged. So
Nice.
I think that
Thank you so
means
much, Steve.
that axe is going to teleport back, or Oonar is going to kick it or something.
I believe it decapitates someone
Yes.
when it flew out of his hand.
It did. So what had happened was, you see, it did in fact fly up into the air, and you all missed it until Oonar swoops down to catch the axe in midair, and can clearly see that the Sandmasker's head slide off of its torso, because it basically got caught in the slide.
Amazing.
The Sandmasker is dead.
Hurrah!
No idea what that guy could even do.
Oh,
Probably for the best. Apparently
it
not.
is definitely for the
Nothing.
best. Definitely for the best. They didn't get to make an attack roll. Would have been not great. So thank you so much for the support. I greatly appreciate it. And yes, you have decapitated the Sandmasker. This scorpion next to you has unshaken. They are still vulnerable until the end of this turn. So they are going to take a swipe at you. Vulnerable only affects attacks that affect them. So it doesn't have any real sway on their ability to strike you. So you're going to take a swing at Moose. Why did my brain just shut off? Sorry. And they're going to use their fighting. They're not going to use a multi-attack, but they do get the frenzy. So first swing with their stinger misses you. Second swing with the stinger misses you. So they poke at you twice to no avail. Now, Oonar, you're able to swing by and actually, you can catch it in midair.
Boom. And I just drop it at your feet so you can pick it back up.
Excellent. And then what would you like to do, since you none of that has cost you anything? You were close enough for your pace to cover it, and interacting with the object is fine.
Okay. So we got all these scorpions, right? A lot of them are ganging up on a moose, and that's not cool. I'm gonna try to blast one with my... I think it's just called blast. Bolt. I'm gonna try to bolt one.
Oh, excellent. Bolt is a target one person, not
Yep.
a.
Yeah. I'm trying to target... are either of the ones near moose hurt at all?
So this one is still vulnerable.
You're saying this one, but I can't actually see your pings.
Oh, you're not seeing my pings?
Nope.
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
the westernmost one.
The westernmost one is vulnerable.
That one?
Yep, that one.
Okay.
So you would get a +2 to your attack.
And I'm gonna get a +2 anyway because of the Joker, so I get a +4 to my attack.
Yep.
Cool. I'm doing that.
Excellent.
That's what Oonar is doing. I'm just gonna submit it without trait modifiers because I think that was messing it up earlier. And then we'll add the 4.
All right, so that'll hit. And I will remind you, you are wearing that ring, so you could just spend a power point out of it and deal your maximum damage.
Okay, I will do that.
Excellent.
My maximum damage with that is 12.
Right, and it's a hit with a raise too, so it adds the.
Oh, is it with a raise? So it's 3d6. So it's 18.
So you.
And I'm doing. I originally wanted to flavor her as doing her bolts as like insect streaming at people.
Okay.
So let's just
Excellent.
do that.
So, like, does this come out of like her? Does she point her toes at them and the insects fly out?
No,
or
it
is
comes out of her mouth.
Excellent. So you kind of
Release
swoop
the
around.
dogs that bark and shoot bees out of their mouths.
So like imagine like a camera following you as you're flying through the air. You catch the axe midair, drop it like almost like without even looking at Moose, and you come around and just open your mouth, and just these locusts come flying forth, and for a moment you all see that it obscures the scorpion completely, And when they are gone, the scorpion's shell hits the ground. There's just no meat left.
Oonar is terrifying. I love her.
It's completely terrible. It's
We found
completely
their weakness.
devoured the entirety of the scorpion.
I like that. I've been watching Fabulosa, the like wonderful swords person over there, trying ineffectively to stab a scorpion for like 2 rounds, and I'm just like, bugs.
This is obviously
That's
the
the
king.
Okay,
That brings us.
my
What
turn.
does its face look like? Does it
Excellent.
look suspiciously like the Rock?
Yes, exactly like the Rock. That brings us to Hobae. What would you like to do, Hobae?
Well, first, I just realized that we need to see if I actually act lower.
Oh, and
Oh,
who's
right.
holding their action?
My apologies. Oh yeah,
Yeah, Boost should get to go.
yeah, absolutely. Did you want to go at this point, or did you want to hold off? It's up to you.
I'm gonna catch the axe and bring it down on that scorpion that did not disintegrate.
What card did you just get? Go ahead and make your attack roll.
That does
What
make
card did you
sense.
get, Hobae?
5 of
All right.
hearts.
Beautiful.
Just double checking. I'm good to
Roll your attack.
interrupt there.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah, go
Yeah,
ahead.
absolutely. That's your action.
All right. I'm gonna copy. So that's not with the +2
Right, so you have
because I
Beautiful.
didn't want to screw up the thingy.
Awesome. So you're at 7. That is a hit. Not a raise, but you're definitely at a hit.
Yeah, I think what's messing it up in the code somehow is if we put our bonuses into the little box.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's when we've all been getting like weird zeros and stuff. So
All
I'm
right.
not gonna do
It's
that anymore.
including the
Yeah,
it's
let's
including
just-
the wound penalties. Fine. It's just the miscellaneous.
Yeah, it's
modifier,
not
maybe?
working.
I'll see if there's a place I can report that to Roll20, because it should not be doing that. That's for sure. Oh.
Holy
So you go like Conan the Librarian on it. You're just like, you don't know the Dewey Decimal System, and just cut it directly in half. And it splits in twain. It is now an X scorpion.
Oonar looks over at Fabulosa and is like, I don't know what your problem is.
This is the king of the scorpions. Obviously, it's their commander.
I didn't see him commanding them.
Excellent.
I've been
So this
keeping him
scorpion
busy.
right here is going to, let's see. So this scorpion is going to flee because its buddies are now all dead. So it's going to run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's trying to get away. This scorpion right here is probably going to do the very same thing. Let's find out. Yep, absolutely. Well, first it's got to roll down shake. Yep, it is able to act enough to also freak out and run away.
Yeah, get out of here.
But will the Scorpion King get away? Is the real question.
Ssuya, it is your action. What would you like to do? I would like to remind you that you do effectively have the gang up bonus on the scorpion that's between you and Furiosa because you're both close.
I think you
enough
mean
to-
Fabulosa.
Fabulous.
Fabulous.
I'm getting Furiosa.
Furiosa's not there. Yeah.
I think you mean Scorpiosa.
You mean Scorpiosa?
Do I think like a bite would be more effective than the spear?
No.
Okay, let's just
Almost
spear this
certainly
thing
not.
yet. I think that's the way to go.
Yeah, your jaw's just not that big.
Yeah.
But don't forget your +2
Also,
though.
they're like probably poisonous or something. I don't know.
That's fair.
All right.
Oh right, look at that.
Okay.
That is a hit. And with your +2, that's a raise. So go ahead and roll damage.
Okay.
Good lord!
Hey, are we actually doing something here?
She says, "No, like this," and just
Hold on, the mage, the weak wizard.
I've had enough of these scorpions.
This is how it's done.
Hobae,
Fabulosa.
are you going to attempt to interfere with the fleeing scorpions, or are you going to let
Oh God, no.
They can do.
No, if they're running away, they can continue running away.
Think about the future adventurers that you will save.
If it comes around to my turn, I'm definitely gonna spit bugs at one of them.
Oh, I mean, you're certainly welcome to. We don't need to press on combat rounds if your plan is just to fly up and shoot them with bugs. You have that ring on. As long as you spend the points to activate it, I'm not going to make your roll. I'll easily allow you to locust them. They are sitting ducks who are running away.
Okay.
So
Then I locust them for 18 damage each.
yeah, they screech and their shells drop to the ground.
Cleanup crew. Yeah, flying all around.
Congratulations, you have defeated the enemies. Are any of you going to attempt to do anything about this unconscious orc that's lying?
Oh yeah, we should check on that guy. That was how we came over here originally.
While Oonar is flying around going, no escape. Moose is going to hold his chest and kneel next to the orc and see if he's breathing.
He go ahead and make a. Do you have healing? The skill.
No.
I do.
All right. You can make a notice check if you want. Moose.
Let's see. A notice. Hmm.
Yep. Yeah, you're like, oh, buddy, we're both
I
having a rough
close his
one.
eyes. I close his eyes and go.
I'm just gonna sit here. We'll both wait for the medic. It's fine. No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I like close his eyes and
All right,
Be at
Ssuya's
peace
gonna
now.
recover from that burst of rage and make her way over to the two people who are not. Or one of them's dying and one of them is not helping.
Sure.
Which am I?
Do I just run a healing check or something?
Yeah, if you have the healing skill, you may roll that. Otherwise, if you want to use a power, you're absolutely welcome to do that too. So would you be? Oh, excellent. So you walk up and you got a raise on that. So you realize that there was nothing you could have done to save this man.
Okay.
He was dead before you got here.
I'm
In
gonna
process-
do the island thing.
No, well, here's the thing. He is still, there's still life in his body. He's still a little bit coherent. But you can tell that he has been poisoned. There's a bit of life left in him, but he was poisoned to the degree that you don't have enough antivenom to save him. He is a lost cause. You can, however, stabilize him enough to engage him in a brief conversation.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay. I assume once Oonar has skinned the last of the scorpions, you are returned.
Getting them. I'm
shell.
flushing them. Yeah,
Flaying, I guess, yeah, would be the. Well, I mean,
the opposite
Yeah.
kind of.
Shelling.
I'm hollowing
Shelling
them
them.
out. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. No,
sure.
she came back. She's over here.
Do we have any butter? I'm really hoping that we can snack on this when we're done.
I'm gonna ask the person, do you have any butter?
He shakes his head no,
Wait,
and
you're alive?
he whispers,
Barely.
"Restore the land," and he reaches and holds up from his bag. He pulls out like a map case, and he very shakily holds it up, and he says, "Restore the land." And then his eyes
is your
roll back,
name?
and he falls over dead.
No.
Oonar didn't
He
hear
did
that. 'cause
not
she's-
have any butter. I'm sorry.
good.
Why would Oonar not hear that?
Because-
of all people, I would.
Well,
think
she probably heard it, but she's over here checking out this big dude.
Oh, excellent.
It's
Yeah,
a map
you-
case, you said?
It is a map case. Oonar, go ahead and give me a notice roll unless there's another skill you wanted to lean on.
Should be fine. Boop. Nope.
Okay.
You know what? I haven't used one Benny this thing so far.
No, by all means. Yeah,
I'm
bang
gonna
it up.
use one. Nah,
Brag much.
still not
You can
great.
drop a couple of them.
Again.
Well, I mean,
Use them all.
yeah, you can certainly burn them. We are at the end of the session, effectively. You're looking the Sandmaster over. Really, there's not much to see. They had a spear. They didn't get a chance to attack with it, so you can take a spear off of them if you'd like.
Eh.
They're not carrying any treasure or anything.
Oonar loses interest.
All right.
And starts flying around in circles.
Are any of you? So who you took the map case?
Can I dual wield spears?
No,
No.
Damn.
not at all.
Oh, my spear! Fabulosa is going to put her foot on the scorpion and go.
Excellent.
Ugh.
Some goo comes out with it. So Moose, you grabbed the map case, correct? Or did Ssuya grab it?
Assuming Ssuya didn't go and check out the big guy? Like if Suya's not interested and they were like, he doesn't have any butter and she just wanders away, I'll be...
If it
I'll
was
take
just
the map
laying
case.
there, no one else was grabbing it, I would grab it. Otherwise, if someone wanted it, I would let them take it.
I will give the map to someone that may be... What would a map roll be? I want to know.
I would
what
like. Can I look at the map?
Yeah. So there's a couple ways you can tackle it. You can make a survival roll. You can make an academics roll. You could make a common knowledge roll that would be made at -2, or you could make a.
I'm gonna give it
No,
to
those-
someone
those-
smarter.
Those would probably be.
I am
Do
good at
academics.
Oh.
I am good at maps.
So,
I have decent
If
survival.
you're good at maps,
I'm good
then
at
give it to
books.
the person who's good at maps.
does anyone ever question?
Maps are kind of a type of book.
Do you ever look at a map and think, how does it know?
So while you're
It
pondering
knows
the.
very smart people.
As I'm holding the map out, I pull it up and away from Fabulosa, and I hand it.
Hmm?
And-
I'm over here, Moose. Moose.
Hobae, go ahead and.
oh wait,
roll.
Hobae, and I
Oh,
go past Ssuya, and I just put it in Hobae's hand.
Full disclosure, guys, I'm not really good at maps.
You know what? I'm gonna take this, and I.
You're quite good at maps. What do you mean? Do you not have the? You have survival, right?
Technically.
I mean, you get a
Technically.
plus.
I have survival.
I have survival and academics, both out of
Fabulosa's-
D4, but I
Does
have
anyone have a higher than a D6 and a D4? Because that's what
Ooh,
we.
that's a
D6.
great question. A D6 and a D4
Um,
for survival?
so you-
I rolled to see if I could understand it.
Oh,
Sure.
okay. Go ahead. I'll give it. To
You
Ssuya.
look at it, and you do note that it shows a settlement that is to the north of you. It is across. It looks like it's somewhere on the other side of the Delmaria tribe lands. Looks like, as near as you can tell, it's pointing to a settlement. You don't know of any settlements in that area, but it looks like it's pointing to one. That's all you're able to get with the 4. Did anybody else want to take a crack at it? Academics,
Yeah.
survival, common
Yeah.
knowledge, -2.
I would like to
What's
take
the
You
it.
can all
attribute?
certainly look at it.
Nope. That's a bad roll.
The attribute is smart.
I'll spend a penny though.
No, it would be you can't, Benny, because that was a botch.
Oh right, it was a botch.
How did I get a 6? I have a -1 to... Oh, because I got a 4 and I exploded it.
Because you. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Like acing can really do some stuff for you.
Yeah.
So you're all kind of looking over one another's shoulders, right?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
And
With native language?
Hobae, you're looking
Yeah, you
at...
said -2
Oh,
if you use.
I think it said common
Language.
knowledge, not native
Oh.
I
language.
didn't say common knowledge. What's your common...
I'll
Yeah,
re-roll.
common knowledge. Not
I was excited.
So, Hobae, you look at it and you're completely dumbfounded. You're like, why would... There's no cities there. This map must be wrong. That's like immediately your thought.
No, the map knows.
Fabulosa
We're
and
going
Moose,
north anyways.
as you both look at it,
Yes.
you absolutely do recognize that this is pointing at what is most likely a pre-calamity settlement. So probably another ruin like the one you just visited. And Oonar, since you got a raise, you do recognize that this is the ancient city of Petals.
Oh, that place.
Yeah, the city of
That
Petals
place. Where's that place?
was once a storied Theopoli that was dedicated to the worship of Imatuk, much like the temple that you just came from. According to legend, one of the most diverse and robust collections of scrolls and magical treatises in all of Asherak was kept in a temple at the city of Petals. Also, because you got the raise, you notice a marking. Do you speak Ubuntu?
Let me check. Yes, I do.
All right, excellent. You see that it's scrawled a little note on the side of the map that says "Restore the land."
That's what the man said. So yeah, Oonar will look at everybody else and be like, "Oh, my people have stories of this place, the city of Petals. It's supposed to be great magical treasures."
Bicycles.
Petals.
Spell books.
Yeah, probably.
Now, looking at the map, you would also
Flowers.
know from this. Thank you so much for the sub, Flynn. You would know, looking at the map, that the direction you would head to get to the ruins of the city of Petals would basically, you will have to. It's not going to take you straight past the Tilkuti's tier. So Tukulti's tier. I apologize. So you can either go out of your way to go back and talk to your patron first, Hasbirth, and then head up, possibly also resupply while you're in town, or you can just turn and start heading that direction. It is your choice.
I
And
think we should finish our current errand before we go off on a strange journey of our own making. Yes?
Perhaps, but it is.
I would like to see my friend.
We're right here.
I have other friends.
I didn't think we'd agreed to be non-exclusive, but fine.
When did you think we agreed to be exclusive?
You have exclusive friendships? Like friendships where you can't be friends with other people? Because that's weird. And that's I'm saying that's weird. That's something.
Then that must be incredibly weird. Maybe I don't have any of those. Well,
You can't just say that's weird.
I can.
yes, she said it about herself. I think she did just say it.
as you debate your next steps,
A bunch of scorpions come out of the dunes.
no, the camera sort of tilts upward toward the desert sky as twilight is starting to sneak its way in over your voices, and we will discover which choice you ultimately decided on in our next session, because that's time. We're at time. So before we do button things up, though, I do want to make sure that you all know that you get in advance.
How
And
does that
so the
work?
way it works in Savage Worlds is When you get an advance, you get the ability to make one of a number of purchases on your sheet. So if you...
I have 2 listed on my sheet.
You're all listed 2 advances?
I think so.
That might be because you need to go into the settings, the hammer and wrench, and make sure that you have manually set advances and rank set up. Because otherwise, when you put edges in, it'll give you advances.
Yes.
So when you get an advance, you may gain a new edge. You may increase a skill that is equal to or greater than its linked attribute die by 1 die type. So if you have agility D10 and fighting D10, you could take your fighting to a D12. You can increase 2 skills that are lower than their linked attributes by a die type. So it's cheaper to buy skills that are lower than the attribute, including buying a new skill that you didn't have before, which goes up to a D4. You can increase 1 attribute by 1 die type once per rank. So if you did it, you wouldn't be able to do it again until you had 3 advances. And you may permanently remove a minor hindrance or reduce a major hindrance to a minor hindrance with GM permission.
I'm buying up my strength.
I'm going to go ahead and if you all know exactly what you want to do, that's fine. But I'm also going to grab a screenshot of that and pop it in our little Discord group chat so that you all can refer to it between now and the next session.
That sounds good.
And if you have any questions about that, I am more than happy to respond to those throughout the week. Before we bid everyone adieu, did anyone have any questions, comments, complaints, or concerns about today's session?
What kind of things are going to be available for stretch goals on the Kickstarter?
Yeah, so the next stretch goal that we have right now, we have unlocked our first adventures PDF. So it will be converting 4 adventures that came out for 5th edition to Savage Worlds. Our next stretch goal that we're around $300 and some dollars away from unlocking last I looked. We'll convert some more, another group of adventures. This time it'll be adventures that appeared in some of the 3rd edition materials. So I think it's Wilderness and Wastelands, if I'm not mistaken, and the Vigil Watch, Asathi, and Slytherin books. So another batch of adventures that will be unlocked. And then the next stretch goal after that, those are PDF only. And then the next stretch goal after that is at $5,500. We will add a POD version of that to everybody who backed for a POD. So those are our current stretch goals. As soon as we unlock the next stretch goal, I will be announcing the following stretch goal. So if you've not yet gotten over there and given the Scarlands Player's Guide for Savage Worlds a look on Kickstarter, I would greatly appreciate if you did. If you dig it but don't think you'd be able to afford backing it right now, please share it on your social media. I've really had a good time. I had a hoot playing with y'all. I want to thank you all again so much for being here. I know we're just a few minutes late, but does everybody have time for our outros real quick?
Oh, yeah.
All right, rock and roll. So let's go in the reverse order this time as we went last time. Kelly, if you would, please tell us who you are, what you do, who you've been playing, and anything you would care to.
Is it weird to be asked that on your own channel?
A little bit. Hey, everybody, I'm Kelly. This is my channel. It's good to have you all here. Thank you, Travis, for running. I'm Kelly. I'm a dungeon master, storyteller, dog dad, I should say. This is Teddy, named after the mage character from our Victorian Age game. And I'm excited to be here playing Fabulosa, who is very efficient at least talking. Look forward to seeing you next week.
Thank you so much, and thanks for letting me come park in your house. Next up, we've got Kal. If you would please give us your pertinence.
Yes, hello. I've been Kal. I'm usually Neo Kal on the TikToks and the Twitch stuff. if you're on the Patreon, you can see me running Descent into Avernus on Dork Tales.
Mhm.
And
I can't watch it because I'm going to
geez.
be playing in it in like 2 months.
Oh yeah, there's some weird twists that
Have
you
your
definitely don't wanna
DM
be
watch our
spoiling.
how-to videos to explain what to cut out of that module.
I'll let her know.
Yeah. Where else though? Yeah, other than popping in and out of Onyx Path, I have the Lasercomb podcast where we review every episode we review a different TV show and a random episode of it. And so it's been fun jumping from like 90s cartoons to like, A-Team to things I didn't even know existed.
Nice. What was the last one you did?
The last one I did, we're on like Halloween right now. The last one I did, there's The Crow TV show, which I did not know existed.
City of Angels.
You
Oh my
didn't
god.
know that existed?
Or I blocked it out. I'm not sure.
Probable.
It was bad.
It was not good. For sure.
Well, so I didn't just land on a bad episode.
I mean, you may have also landed on an especially bad episode, but it was not good.
And my review of that's coming out Friday.
Ooh, awesome. I'll have to check that one out. Thank you so much, Kal. Next up, if you would be so kind, Natasha, your pertinent details, please.
Hi there, I'm Natasha. You can find me here on Twitch as Natasha Tuskovich Designs. You can find me elsewhere on the internet with that same name, as well as a couple other things. Right now, I also have a game up on Kickstarter. It's about witches, and it's super cool, so go check that out. Other than that, I will also be in this game for a little bit longer, and then some more games for Extra Life, and hopefully some more games on Dork Tales as well coming up. But yeah, give the everything a look, and yeah, this has been really fun. I'm enjoying all these characters.
Thank you so much. I'm so glad that you're here. And definitely check out Natasha's Kickstarter. The link is in the chat. Witch's Path looks very, very cool. I have backed it myself, as a matter of fact. Next up, Stuart, your pertinence, please.
I've been Stuart Phoenix. You can see me on the Discord, the Dork Tales Discord, as Taco Wiener Salad. And yeah, it's about all you'll find me, really, because I don't really remember to post anywhere else or do anything else. And
You know what?
yeah, this has been great.
Thank you so much for being here. It's really, really a joy to have you. And last but never least, Dixie, your pertinent details, please.
Hi, I have been and will continue to be Dixie Cochran. You can find me most places on the internet as Dixie Cyanide. If you find me, you find me. That's where I am in Discords and things like that. We also do have, at Onyx Path, we have the Curseborn Players Guide Kickstarter going on right now. If you're not sure if you want to buy Curseborn or not, if you're still on the fence about it, I will say that until the end of this month, the Ash Can is free on Drive-Thru RPG.
Thank you very much. And thank you for bringing that up, too, because there's also the Halloween sale on at Drive-Thru RPG right now. So several of this year's Tasty Bits program has been supporting Curseborn, and it's all antagonists that you're able to use with the Ash Can. You don't actually need the core book. So not only can you get the core book for free right now, but you can get like
The
8
Ash
or 9
Can for free. You
antagonists.
cannot get the core book
Yeah,
for free.
Ash Can, sorry.
I
want
was
to be
like, hold
accurate.
on.
Definitely
Wait a
not
minute.
the core book. You get the Ash Can for free.
It's not even out
And,
yet, Travis.
I know, right? And all the antagonists that came out as the Tasty Bits work with the Ash Can. You don't need the core book to run them. So those are like $1.50 right now, I think, because of the Halloween sale. So you can not only get like the one game that's in the Ash Can, but enough to run several games with those extra antagonists. So it's very, very cool. Definitely check that out. And last, I guess that leaves me. I'm Travis. My pronouns are he, they. When I'm not running games, I'm writing them. Please, if you've not yet done so, check out the Scarlands Kickstarter. It's been super fun to work on. I'm looking forward to seeing as far as we can take it. And we will be back here next week at the same time for the next installment of Scarlands Cities in Dust. Thank you all so very much. Take care of yourselves and each other. It's a dark world. Be the light in somebody's life. See you, everybody.
Bye, everybody.